those teams looked like they had staying power. This team has to prove that. But this is where the beauty of the disconnect comes in. The last thing in the world these guys are thinking about is Jaguars history. When the last time they made back-to-back playoffs? How many times the fan base has been, lulled in and then had the rug pulled out from under them? They're not thinking about that stuff. They're thinking about how can we get better today, and it just feels like we finally have a team that strategy will behoove them. But we shall see. And looking forward to being able to share the thoughts of the quarterback, the driver of this Jaguars machine. Trevor Lawrence will join us here at the Miller Electric Center. That's coming up this morning about 7:15. So we'll look forward to that conversation. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life. Look for those bright green trucks and cans all over the First Coast. You can also trust them for all your commercial roll-off needs. Have a night, Carson Beck. I see you. The former Mandarin High School product, also played high school at Providence, I believe, went off to the University of Georgia, waited his turn, succeeded there, not by Georgia's national title standards, but certainly the Dogs remained the juggernaut. Then went to Miami and took the Canes further than they've been in over 20 years, all the way to the title game a year ago. Somewhat an afterthought on draft day. Hopes of being maybe a day 2 pick. He didn't go until the 4th round, very high in the 4th round to the Arizona Cardinals. So last night in the Hall of Fame game, in fact, by the way, 2 rookie quarterbacks shined last night. But in a game last night that is typical of a preseason opener, and particularly in these Hall of Fame games, it seems, just about anybody of any consequence for either organization took the night off. And so when it comes to the quarterback depth chart in Arizona, that meant Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew both watched from the sidelines, and Carson Beck got his opportunity, first one up, and boy, what a night he had. Don't have the numbers in front of me. I want to say like 16 and 19 for 180-something yards. He had a touchdown. His very first drive as a pro, he went 96 yards from his own 4, a big 3rd down conversion along the way. So, look, fully healed from that elbow injury, and certainly with an early burst of confidence after the way that Carson Beck played last night. Let me give you the exact numbers here. I don't want to shortchange. It was a great game, by the way. We've seen some clunker, partly because it's a bunch of new young guys without many, premier players participating in that first Hall of Fame game. And last night we had a doozy. And if you stayed up and watched just for competition's sake, you saw a terrific ending. The Panthers scored on the last play of the game to win. But Carson Beck, 15 of 19, 188 yards, and he had a touchdown. I would also say that the Panthers perhaps should work on their pass defense, because Kenan Slovis came in behind him and went 9 for 10 for 106 yards and a touchdown as well. So the Cardinals' passing attack in full effect. But that's a 125 quarterback rating for Beck, who played the entirety of the first half. I don't know if he had second half snaps. Looks like he probably had a few. But on the other side, a rookie quarterback for the Panthers was drawing comparisons by his head coach, Dave Canales, to Russell Wilson. Canales had Russell Wilson. At least he was on the staff in Seattle when Russ was in MVP Super Bowl form. And Haynes King came off the bench last night and did it with his arms and his legs. He had a big 3rd down conversion, a 26-yard run on the game-winning 4th quarter drive. And then on the very last play of the game, from just probably 5-yard line, maybe just inside the 5, King had one of those little rollouts, and he, did the pump fake and barely got across the goal line. His teammates mobbed him. Better watch out, Bryce Young. Kenny Tiny Hands Pickett, he's not going to be the answer as the 3rd-teamer there. But Haynes King, in his debut, 21 of 34, 180 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. Passer rating almost 100. And he also ran 3 for 39, including that big game-winning score. So I would say as preseason openers go, it gave us a good one last night, but we did have a couple of hooks, a couple of Southern quarterbacks that we've seen and watched play the last in Carson's case, many of you have been watching him for 10, 12 years. The fact that they were so much a part of the storyline, it probably made it even that much more entertaining, for sure. Well, hopefully in baseball, 8 is not enough. There are 2 red-hot teams in Major League Baseball right now. One of them is the Boston Red Sox, who won for the 8th straight time. I mean, the Red Sox just had like a 58-game win streak, but I digress. And the Atlanta Braves have more than responded to some shade being thrown, particularly around the trade deadline. And I'm going to give you a number, a Daly's double take number, when it comes to what the Braves starting pitchers have been the last couple of weeks. More on that in a second. But we had an all-timer last night. I mean, it has bad news bears for the Miami Marlins in Atlanta. I told you they ended the game the other night down 2 runs with runners on first and second, trying a double steal. So, not shockingly, base runner gets thrown out trying to steal third base, and the game ends without a bat in your hand and a chance to tie it or even take the lead. But last night's an all-timer. I've never seen this. I've never seen it. I've watched baseball for 55 years. Never seen this happen. Never seen it in a Little League game. Never seen it in a high school game. Never seen it in college baseball. Never seen it with the Suns or the Jumpin' Jack Flashes. I saw something last night in Major League Baseball that I've never seen before. Now, I've seen headers. We've had a couple. We had one of those this year from Joe Adell. I saw Jose Canseco pull his best, Lionel Messi head one over the right field wall years ago. But last night in Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. It's a long drive, deep left field. The left fielder and the center fielder converge on the ball. And a shot that you thought may have gone out from the get-go was going to come up a little bit short. Miscommunication in the outfield. The 2 outfielders converging on the ball bump into each other like 2 feet short of the wall. Gloves up high to catch the ball, each of them. The ball bounces off of their gloves and over the fence for a home run. You can't make that up. That'd be hard to try to do. Go put an outfielder 2 feet in front of the wall, hitting fungos, and see if he can't deflect it over the fence without using his head. So just a wild highlight, I guess. It'd be a low light if you're a Marlins fan or a baseball purist. But yeah, the double clunker over the fence for Acuna, who wasn't even sure it was a home run. I don't blame you. For a while there, you didn't know if they caught it. You didn't know where the ball was. You didn't know, is that a ground rule double? Is that a home run? It's a homer. Acuna homered again later. And like the Red Sox, the Braves suddenly have an 8-game win streak. Getting Acuna going would be nice. Keeping Riley, somewhat hot would be nice. The trade deadline edition, Lane Thomas had an RBI double last night, so he made an impact. The only pitcher picked up at the deadline, and the first to get a start will be Tyler Mahle, who they, didn't really excite anyone when they got Mahle from the Giants at the trade deadline. Maybe they didn't need pitching after all. Today's Daly's Double Take brought to you by the pure deliciousness of your morning stop at Daly's. So whether it's the piled high biscuits this morning, 2 for $7, I believe. Maybe it's that fresh ground delicious coffee that hits the spot before sunrise every day. Or maybe you're just busting through during the day or afternoon, from the sandwiches to the salads, desserts. This ain't gas station food. Stop by Daly's today. And the Daly's Double Take, I'll share this with you. If you go back to July 22nd, which is now, a couple of weeks. Braves starters have not allowed more than 3 runs in now 15 consecutive games. Martin Perez went 3 scoreless last night. A long rain delay came, and they had to go to the bullpen. But their 2.26 rotation ERA during that span is number 1 in baseball. The Braves are now 8-0 in their last 8. They're 12-3 in their last 15. They're 16-5 in their last 21. And the starting pitching has been a big reason. The starting pitchers have barely been scored upon. In fact, Braves starting pitching in this 3-game series with the Marlins gave up 1 run in 3 games, and the Braves win 3 more. I think I also saw it's the first time since 2013 that the Braves have swept a 7-game homestand. And I told you before these two teams came to town, the Nats and the Marlins. I'm old enough to remember when the Nats came to town last week for a 4-game series. They were like 8 games back of the Braves. So 4-game sweep knocked them out. The Marlins came to town on a 7-game win streak. They had just swept the Phillies. They were 3 games over 500. They were 8 games back of the Braves, and they put a 3-game sweep on them. So what the Braves have effectively done here in this last week as well, not that the Nats or the Marlins were to be genuine threats and hangers-on in the playoff pennant drive, but they ended those hopes. Bam, bam. And as you've just learned through the Daily's Double Take, the Braves starting pitching has been more than outstanding. Yeah, we'll see how that works when it's Chris Sale and whoever against the Dodgers or Brewers or Cubs or any of the other really good teams, Phillies in the National League this year. All right, let's take our first timeout. It is a GFL Friday on the Drill. We are sitting in our broadcast perch on the Duval deck presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry. Trevor Lawrence scheduled to join us. That's coming up at 7:15 this morning, so we'll talk to the Jaguars quarterback. And when we come back on the other side, we'll get a lay of the land that's covered by water. It's the Fishing Report with Captain Kev. Next on the Drill.
Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Get drafted in New York, and I remember walking into the stadium, and Tom introduces, he says, this is the cornerstone of the franchise. And I remember it hit me, I'm like, oh, cornerstone, first overall pick, new franchise.
1010XL, home of the Jaguars. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
Tommy Mack here for Duval Glass and Mirror. You don't have to remodel your entire home to make a big impression. Sometimes all it takes is a beautiful frameless shower, a custom-cut mirror, or just replacing that fogged, cracked, or outdated glass that's been bothering you for years. Jacksonville homeowners trust Duval Glass and Mirror for expert craftsmanship, honest service, and flawless results. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote today. There's only one name for glass and mirror. It's Duval.
It's your main man E.T. here, and football season starts at Twin Peaks. Get your league together for your fantasy football draft day at your local lodge. And commissioners, get a $50 gift card at Twin Peaks. Book your fantasy football party at your local lodge, Twin Peaks, today.
Elbow angle, base width, hip torque. If you like quarterback talk, get an earful with a quarterback whisperer, Denny Thompson. He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill.
Tuned up by
George Moore Chevrolet
and Encore Research Group
on 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
For every special occasion, Kuhn Flowers can deliver a beautiful floral arrangement with a click, a call, or a visit to one of their beautiful showrooms. This is E.T., and when you need to show someone you love them, remember, think Kuhn Flowers.
New and pre-owned firearms are in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimber, Smith & Wesson, 6 Hour, Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Only at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just the job, but an experienced, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Want to stretch that dollar? Taylor Doll here to help save you money with the Money Pages magazine and app. Trying to figure out dinner? Money Pages has deals at your favorite local restaurants. Need auto repairs or an oil change? Money Pages has coupons to help you save. Looking to do some home improvement projects? Money Pages has deals on everything home, from AC repair and plumbing to flooring and painting. Check your mailbox for Money Pages today and download the app for savings on the go.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Now, Captain Kevin Favors fishing report. Reeled in by Sunrise Heating and AC of North Florida and CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living on 1010XL.
Well, the sun's getting a rise on another day here on the First Coast. Look out on the water and you'll find a lot of content folks. It's fishing time for a lot. That includes Captain Kevin Favor, who sends us in the right direction. Kev, before we get going on the local scene here and what we can expect this weekend, you, like me, proud, born and raised, spent more time barefoot than in shoes as a kid, good old-fashioned outdoor redneck, okay? That's what we are.
Okay.
I've had to clean myself up through the years, but trust me.
I'm standing outside my bare feet right now. Okay?
100%. Have you ever been crawfishing? You know, that's all you got to know. Have you ever lifted a rock and looked for a crawdad? If you have, you're a redneck. If you haven't, you're not. Okay.
Okay.
So have you ever? Because I've seen a resurgence in this. I love fishing. I'm not afraid of the water or snakes or more than should be prudent. But have you ever done this noodling thing? I see like this resurgence in this catfish noodling, and that just scares the bejeebers out of me just watching them. Have you ever done that?
I have not, and I know that I think he and I talked about this. It needs to be put on the wheel.
On the no. Put on the wheel. Ooh.
Yeah.
Is there are there again, and we'll turn to your expertise here and get to the saltwater variety. Are there any like noodling spots here around town? I'm noodling, not canoodling. Noodling. Is there? Does anyone? Can you noodle here or no?
You know, I'm sure you can. I mean, I'm sure you could go to the Swanee River, and you know, I'm sure there's places. Yeah, absolutely.
Let me tell people what noodling is. Noodling is you go to the bank. It's usually a steeper bank, like a river or a lake that's got a steepish bank where, and I don't know, Kev, do they back themselves up into like a hole in the mud? Is that what they're doing? I don't know, but
and logs.
Okay, and logs. So these people stick their arm up to their elbow into these unknown crevices and caverns, and then these big, like when I say catfish, these 30, 40-pound catfish take a big chomp of their forearm and they pull them out.
Yep, absolutely.
Now, these people, I assume, have not, it's just like technology hasn't reached them. They're not aware of hooks and poles, I guess. I mean, work smarter, not harder, friend.
Yeah. You know, they like to wade out there waist deep and stick their arms in logs and yeah.
Now, what about Loggeman? You think he's ever noodled?
He was. Well, I'll tell you this: we've had this conversation before. He would not only say no, but hell no.
Okay, good for him.
Yeah.
He too is in our class that we identified when the segment started, for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, well, so noodling's out. That's good. I would never do it. I used to like catfishing when I don't even want to catch a catfish anymore.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, you know, but you know, it's interesting since we've had. You know, Captain Rob Robbins, part of the Forecast Show now, and you know he fishes that buck-ridden to Green Cove Springs.
Okay, my area.
And I'll tell you, he does a lot of charters where people want to catch catfish.
Well, I get it. It's a good fight.
I mean,
big fish.
It's a good fight, and they eat good. So I mean, it's we're kind of whenever you and I think about catfish, you're thinking about nasty old hard heads. Or
that's fair. I was about to say, the sea cat. Why is it that you can't eat sea catfish and you can eat and regular and freshwater are so good?
It's just nasty, and I've talked to people who have tried it, and it's really bad. So
weird.
Now I've had people tell me that the seal cats, are very edible.
Okay.
But those old hardheads that we catch and stuff
they're just a pain.
Are nasty to eat. Yeah.
That's what we call trash fish in the business, isn't it?
Trash fish. That's right.
All right. If you're not looking for trash, I saw my neighbor's got the boat pulled out this morning. I always take a peek, so he'll be out fishing somewhere. But what's the best bet now? How is the heat affecting things?
I got to tell you, I fished King of the Beach last Saturday.
Yes, you did. That's right. You got a day off from the outdoor show. Congrats.
Yeah. And I swear I was thinking about you. The water all the way to the surf was as pretty as you could ever see it, Jeff.
Huh.
I mean, and literally, and I'm not exaggerating. I mean, it was like, oh my God, it was so unbelievably clear, and that incoming time. And by the way, I do know a lot of people that have been surf fishing, and they're absolutely killing the whiting. They're not catching those. They're not catching the big bull whiting. I mean, most of what we call summer whiting. But they are catching a lot of whiting. And then I had an unbelievable report in the surf of guys sight fishing to black drum going up and down the beach. That's how clear it is.
It's so funny you said that because I got a buddy who is vacationing down in Boca Grande, which is kind of down on the West Coast, and he goes and he just sight fishes for snook because we don't have that fishery here that's sight fishable. But I was talking to him yesterday, and I was telling him I was watching the Gulf, because he was saying when he first got down there, it looked like the Atlantic. And that's been my experience with the Gulf. Whenever I go over there, it's the waves look like I'm out at Jack's Beach. But I'll watch these guys, these surf fishermen on YouTube from the Panhandle or from South Alabama, and they can do it. They'll walk up and down, the beach and see a school of trout and throw to them, or see a school of redfish and throw to them. You typically can't do that here. Yeah.
No.
Now, what if you do that? You throw a live bait at a black drum, or what?
Absolutely. Yeah. They're not going to hit an artificial. It's just a piece of shrimp.
Yeah.
Black drum. It's smaller baits. They have real small mouths. Just like a whiting. They got real small mouths, and they're
I feel like the black drum has become kind of a low key surprising summer catch. Like I feel like
you know what, it's been a great year. You're right. Generally speaking, that is a cold water fish. When I say cold water, fall, winter, spring, and then once the water heats up, we don't see very many black drum. We've caught black drum the entire year. It's funny doing the forecast show last night. Since old school, which was June 13th, bro. Fishing has been fantastic. I mean, that's all I can tell you. I mean, it's the going out and catching 5 or 6 kingfish is nothing. We're catching up to 10 to 15 a day, and then we're kind of looking around, going, "Hey, you want to go do something else?" And we run in and find the bait pods, especially saying, obviously, there's just been plenty of bait all year, and the tarpon have been all in there. I mean, the tarpon fishing this week was as good as any place you'll ever see it. I'm talking, I had numerous friends of mine, go 7 for 11, 6 for 10. And so it just, that's just, I'm not going to say that's unheard of, but that's the way it used to be. That's the way 5 years ago, we kind of went through this doldrum, especially of tarpon fishing, where you know me, you've heard me fish a long time. I mean, in July and August, I tarpon fish as much as I do kingfish, And, you know, I just got to the last couple of years that I couldn't do it. They just weren't there. But this year is not that way, buddy. It has been a fantastic year on the tarpon. And honestly, it's been a fantastic year on the kingfish. It's been great. I mean, the you know, fishing, you know, if you remember last year fishing King of the Beach, I mean, of the 600 boats, like 42 fish total were caught, total. And this year, I mean, there was numerous boats that I saw, you know, caught, you know, 15, 17, 18 fish in the day.
Do your kingfish charters, do they take it home? I know that, look, it's not a great eating fish. It's edible. It's certainly not what you would be targeting, but I'm curious that if your charters, that are they going just to catch the king as a sports fish, or do they take them home, or is it a mixed bag?
You know how many I've killed this year?
Do what now?
I mean, literally, I'm talking tournaments and all the charters that are done.
Plenty of people.
Fish I've killed one. I've killed one. Yeah,
wow.
One. Wow. I've killed one. You know, and I have no problem, you know, keeping you know, one or two. I don't, but most of the time, people, they just want to take a picture. And let them go. You know.
I'm not a fish dip guy, but it's kind of a greasy fish. You know, if you're going to eat oily fish.
I mean, it's okay. You know, now, you know, give obviously, you know, look, you know, the legal cobia comes up there, he's getting stuck. You know, I mean, I've kept plenty of Spanish mackerel this year. Love eating Spanish mackerel, but the kingfish is just to me, it's almost a sports fish. But there's a lot of people that kill them, and that's fine. I mean, that's that. You know, there's a limit on them. So.
Well, my curiosity was
the thing is, what the hell are you going to do with 6 kingfish? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no way. Yeah. I'm just talking about getting. Yeah. And you and I think a little different. That's why I said your chart. You know, you may have people out on charter that don't know the difference between a wahoo and a red. You know,
right.
You catch a fish that big, and you're like, okay, it's dinner time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Outdoor show tomorrow.
Outdoor show tomorrow, and by the way, the weather looks fantastic
for the weekend. What's the best bet, by the way? Either one, inshore, offshore.
You know whatever you want to do. And I know that. I mean, if you want to go kingfish the beach and have fun, and you know, there's bait all over the beach, especially St. Augustine. It's been a little iffy out of Mayport. You know, every day they catch. They don't catch it. But if you want to go tarpon fishing, it's going to be a great weekend for that. And by the way, you want to go flounder fishing? The flounder fishing has been fantastic. It's been fantastic all summer. So whatever you want to go do, it's going to be a great weekend for it.
All right, Kev, as always, appreciate it. You have a great day and a great weekend yourself, and we'll talk to you next week.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. Y'all have a great weekend.
Thank you, man. There he goes, Kevin Favor, best in the business, and luckily to have his advice heading into your fishing weekend. All right, we'll take a quick time out. Look, we've talked a lot about those that don't believe in the Jags. This was from earlier in the week, but a pretty big name voice when it comes to the national NFL media said he's not sure the Jags aren't his Super Bowl favorite. Have you seen this story? That and more when we return. You're locked into The Drill on a GFL Friday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
There's a certain romance to radio play-by-play.
We need you to be all strong and hot.
Experience the most play-by-play sports on 1010XL.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at BowersAgencyJacks.com.
It all comes down to Daytona. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 returns at the Cup Series regular season finale August 28th and 29th. Answer this question for a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to the 2026 NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series. Who was in the pole position for last year's Coke Zero Sugar 400? Text the driver's last name only to 641-1010 for your chance to win tickets to the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series August 28th.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Keep your ride shining all summer at Gate Express Car Wash. Buy one premium graphene wash and score a second for only $10. Don't wait. The sizzling summer sale ends August 21st. Visit Gate Express Car Wash today.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
You trusted a medical professional with your care. When that trust is broken, the results can be devastating. Medical error can leave patients and families facing unanswered questions and lifelong challenges. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets helps you understand and protect your legal rights after medical negligence. No fees unless you recover damages. We're here to help. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
Instant Keys saves the day if you have lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call 722-1111.
Instant Keys. Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
Let's dance. Soiree on the Duval deck, presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry. That's where we are. That's where Trevor Lawrence is going to be here in about a half hour. Scheduled to join Dan and I on the drill at 7:15. So here, straight from the horse's mouth, the Jags QB gives us a little sit down. Not everyone is a disbeliever in your Jacksonville Jaguars. This comment that came from either earlier in the week or over the weekend, but I'm willing to run it back here. Listen, we talked about this a little bit earlier this week. Peter Schrager, who is now at ESPN, he used to be on NFL Network, part of their Good Morning Football. He probably not Ryan Clark's biggest fan. So anyway, he was on the McAfee show, and the topic of early Super Bowl chatter and who might be a Super Bowl contender. And by the way, this was right in the shadow of Liam going viral here with us, just about the lack of, it's the gift that keeps on giving, scrolled through his phone, did the whole thing, right? But Schrager, it was refreshing. I saw what he said. I saw the headline. I actually kind of read the depth of that segment. And I'll give him credit for a couple of things that a lot in the national media just don't keep up with. And I think if you're going to be, look, if you're a general assignment, journalist at ESPN or anywhere, and you're covering a variety of different sports, you're not supposed to be an expert on all of them. It's okay if you don't know who the backup tackle is for the Cardinals. But if you are featured and you are only a football guy, you should know every little detail about every NFL team. And I'm refreshed to see that Schrager is aware. So anyway, he is on Pat McAfee, and he named the Jaguars as an early Super Bowl pick. Technically, he used the word might be his early Super Bowl pick, so a little bit of hedging there. But he's a big believer in Cohen, and he's a big believer in Trevor Lawrence's continued ascension. Liam Cohen is a master motivator, and he knows exactly what buttons to press and what to do, Schrager said. He thinks he's going to be able to continue to use that kind of underdog mentality and that the small market perception to motivate his team. It seems to be working. But this is where I'll give Schrager credit. Just because you lose more players than you get doesn't mean that you didn't get better in the offseason. You get better in the offseason by your young players continuing to ascend. And by the way, you need that so that when guys like Etienne and Devin Lloyd leave, there is a guy like Bashal Tutin or Branson Combs, young and less expensive, there to replace him, hopefully at a equal or better level. But yeah, Schrager gave the Jags this quote, they got better this offseason. What do you mean? We've been told by months from the national media that all they did was lose Etienne and Devin Lloyd and overreach when it came to the draft. Well, not Schrager. He says the team's young players will step up their games and notes like we do that almost every key player from last year's 13-win team is returning. So it's nice to at least have a national voice that is aware, and not just plucking, it was like the initial reaction to that Liam Cohen deal when it went viral on social media. It was misinterpreted as some sort of shot at the Bears. It didn't have a thing to do with the Bears. Caleb Williams happened to be the guy that he saw first when he was scrolling up. And by the way, when he says 40 pictures, that's called sarcasm, gang. That's not called lying. That's called dramatic effect. And it was played perfectly, by the way. So whether Schrager is reacting in kind to that and, that narrative that, the Jaguars are completely overlooked, maybe that's just him saying, well, hold on now, I'm not overlooking them. I saw a list, and it gives me pause, man. It gives me pause because there are two things that I'd like to see in my, remaining years as a sports fan. Having spent so many years here in Jacksonville and having devoted so much time to the Jaguars, I really, and I'll even throw a third one in there, which just seems to get further and further away, but I'd really like to see Fred Taylor and Tom Coughlin rewarded with the Hall of Fame invitation that they deserve. So it's a little distressing to me that Sports Illustrated polled, okay, this isn't just some one guy's opinion. This is polling executives, voters, former Hall of Famers. They reached out to 8 current voters and asked 8 current voters, so ones that are in the room, asked them to list the 10 biggest Hall of Fame omissions. So you're going to the voting block here, and you're asking him, okay, of the ones that aren't in, who is really close? Because, by the way, I would say that if 8 voters can consensusly come up with this list of the most egregious omissions, that these names I'm about to list will be next up, at least in some timeline. So, from voters who have cast their vote and haven't seen certain guys go in, these are the top 5, as voted by the voters, the top 5 omissions to this point. Number 5 is a former Jaguar receiver, Torrey Holt, who Jimmy Smith's numbers are the same, but Jimmy seems to be completely off the radar when it comes to Hall of Fame consideration. It's Torrey Holt, it's Reggie Wayne, it's Steve Smith. Jimmy Smith is good or better than all those guys, is what it is. But point being, I'm hoping as I look at these 5 biggest omissions, I'm hoping to see Fred Taylor or Tom Coughlin. Feel me? We continue. Number 4 is a guy most of you never heard of, an old school linebacker, Maxie Baughan. Number 3, Reggie Wayne. Second biggest omission to this point, Mike Holmgren. I don't get why Holmgren is a better Hall of Famer than Tom Coughlin. I don't understand. Holmgren won 1 Super Bowl. Coughlin won 2. Coughlin beat Bill Belichick and the undefeated Patriots one year when he won his, in addition to what he's done here. But I digress. And then the number one omission, according to current voters, number one omission, Mike Shanahan. You want to put Shanahan in to get ahead of Tom? I'm okay with that. He had tremendous success, long running, back-to-back Super Bowls. But how you put in coaches with 1 Super Bowl and no Super Bowls over coaches that have won multiples? I don't understand. I don't understand. Okay, but wait, there's more. So those are the top 5 omissions. You don't make the top 5, that's no so bad. Let's go through others receiving votes. So as they did their poll of these 8 voters, they went past the top 5. These are all the guys that got votes. You ready? Albert Lewis, Ken Anderson, Robert Kraft, George Coons, Otis Taylor, Del Schaffner. Tom Coughlin gets 13, so that would put him 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12th in line. Let's continue. Looking for Fred. L.C. Greenwood, Bud Adams, Lester Hayes, Jim Marshall, Steve Tasker. Steve Tasker? Jim Tyrer, Eddie Medor, Doug Williams, Steve Wisniewski, Ed Buttle, Willie Anderson, Darren Woodson, Brian Mitchell, Jake Scott, Tom Seastack. I can go down another 8 to 10 names. Not a single vote for Fred Taylor as an omission. Kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Jags made a decision, apparently, on Parker Washington and the kick return duties. That'll lead off a Football Fix when we return. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Tyler Malley makes his debut in Atlanta Braves uniform. He's an $1.29 underdog at Yankee Stadium against New York, -156. Former Braves pitcher Max Fried for the Yankees, 4-3, a 3.12 ERA. The total 8 over. The Braves have won 8 straight games. The Tampa Bay Rays, a slight underdog of the Seattle Mariners today. Drew Rasmussen for the Rays, 10-5, a 2.91 ERA, -102. Logan Gilbert for the Mariners, -118. The total is 7 under at T-Mobile Park. Danny Hamlin, the 4-1 favorite to win the Iowa Corn 350 in the Cup Series on Sunday at the Iowa Speedway. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
You know that little voice in your head that says, I really should do something about that septic system? If your yard's getting soggy, things aren't draining like they used to, or you've caught a smell that definitely wasn't there before, don't wait until it becomes an emergency. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, Duck Duck Rooter will handle the whole job from permits to final inspection, and you know the work is done right. So when you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Feel a vibration in your steering wheel at highway speeds? That's not something to ignore, and a standard tire balance might not fix it. At G&H Tires and Service, they offer Road Force Balancing, an advanced system that simulates how your tire actually performs on the road to detect hidden issues. It goes beyond traditional balancing to reduce vibration, improve handling, and extend the life of your tires. Newer vehicles, especially with low-profile tires, demand this level of precision. Drive smoother. G&H Tires and Service on Beach Boulevard, where your ride gets dialed in right.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process. and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Imagine this. You and your buddies outside enjoying the warm weather. The grill is fired up, steaks are sizzling, drinks in hand, and you're all hanging out around your brand new outdoor kitchen. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can make it happen. From custom outdoor kitchens to fireplaces, fire pits, and more. They bring your backyard dreams to life. You dream it, they build it. Visit CSSFireplaces.com and make your backyard the place everyone wants to be this season.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Definitely, on the field, off the field, the communication is different. And then obviously the trust he's having in me on some of these passes is really cool. And I know a couple years ago, he probably wouldn't throw some of the passes he's throwing now to me. So it's just really cool for him to have that trust in me. And I'm going to continue to make sure that he has that. And I'm going to make those plays for him.
Washington, who joined us live on the drill earlier this week, maybe the last year we see Parker Washington catching passes from Trevor Lawrence. We'll stay tuned for that. These receiver numbers around the league, we continue to tell you, are just going up, up, up. And now it's the running backs getting paid. Oh, by the way, the Jags kind of, said yesterday Parker Washington will return punts, and I love that. I mean, he is a weapon in that part of the game, so we shall see as the season develops if that remains the case. But that's Parker Washington, by the way, talking about his relationship with Trevor Lawrence, who will relation with us here in about 20 minutes. All right, Jahmyr Gibbs got paid. We joked with Fred yesterday, just $1 more than Bijan, and to be happy. I think he ended up getting $50,000 more maybe, or $500. The zeros start to get fuzzy when you look at those NFL contracts. But Jahmyr Gibbs, the hold-in ends. Hold-ins worked for those running backs. Bijan paid 2 days ago, and now Jahmyr Gibbs paid as well. Sean McVay says Aaron Donald looked outstanding in his tryout. Tryout, is that what it is, huh? Have a night, Carson Beck. Sure, it's the preseason opener, and we're playing, college plus talent, I guess is how you look at it. Take the positive side for Carson Beck, but with Jacoby Brissett and Gardner Minshew both sitting last night, Beck had a whale of a debut. He had a 96-yard drive on his first possession. Finished 15-19, 180-something yards and a touchdown, and so a good start for him. And Haynes King, the Georgia Tech rookie, had a good fourth quarter. When things break down at the end of a preseason game, quarterback with the skill set of Haynes King comes in handy, and he had a couple big fourth quarter runs to help. And I know you were dying to know, to help the Panthers beat the Cardinals 33-30. Actually, a decent Hall of Fame game. It feels like we've had a bunch of clunkers through the years. The Bucs say they have no plans to trade Vita Vea. I saw their GM in his press conference when he talked about that. Confident wouldn't be the word that I would use to describe. Meanwhile, the Baker Mayfield saga continues. It does not feel like a good situation in Tampa. Right, Todd Bowles, they kind of barely survived. Baker's ticked at him, their best defensive player wants to trade. Yeah, there's that. And in the news that happened yesterday while we were on the air as well, Jonathan Taylor, also among the latest running backs to land a big extension at about $22 million per. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. It's brought to you by the Home Course, the Joint Creek Golf Club, and Mandy Bowers at the Bowers Agency. Trust her and her dream team. My friend Mandy Bowers will hook you up for all things needed. Hick and Arrival and more come your way next. Trevor Lawrence set to join the program 7:15. Yeah, when we come back, it's certainly the 7 o'clock hour. Maybe the worst press conference I've ever seen by an athletic administrator, at least when it comes to a quote. Maybe the worst quote ever at a press conference. Came from the world of college sports. We'll get to that coming up this morning as well. That's a fix. We're back with more next. We're live on the Duval Deck, presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry on a GFL Friday.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
I'm Brad Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski. He wins.
And you're listening to 1010XL, Jack Sports Radio.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy, so you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you.
Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
Hey, poker players, are you looking for big jackpot excitement?
You know it, and I heard Best Bet is the place to go for Vegas-style table games and big jackpot winnings. With friendly dealers, exciting action, and games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em or 3-card poker, there's no better place to play.
That's right. With 3 locations, there's a Best Bet location close by for you to win big. See all the details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Here you can see.
It's tune-up time, and Florida Home AC, the official AC partner of the Jaguars, wants to partner with you for a cool summer season. Tune up your AC unit right now so it's running at peak performance when you need it most. Just call 777-4300 and order a tune-up for just $59. Keep your unit humming at optimal level. Log on to FloridaHomeAC.com and take advantage of their savings. Keep cool with Florida Home AC. That's 777-4300.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Southern Oak Insurance. Jag VP Tony Vaselli commented on what he looks for during training camp.
The positive is the physicality that we kind of want to hang our hat on. That's what you want.
Jag shuffled the linebacker room. Jelani Tavai is in. Jared Bartlett is out after the lower body injury that had him carted off the field. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 7 a.m. and it's 75 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air & Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for the Dan Hicken Arrival and more next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, E.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet Friday.
Let's run it. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Gotta get dressed, gotta go downstairs. Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal. Seeing everything, the time is going. Ticking on and on, everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop. Hey, friend. Gotta catch it. I see my friend. Hey, friend. Kicking in the Prosser in the
y'all the backseat now.
Whiskey, can I take?
You know it!
Got the attention of the crews putting the towel back for today's big mock game. Mock game,
baby.
Come on, baby.
I need a little emotion, please.
I got
Come
you,
on,
baby.
Yoda.
Hey!
Ho!
Do you want to hear a song? 7:45, we're driving down the highway, cruising so fast, I want them to fly. Fun, thinking about you know what it is. I got this, you got this, my is by my. Hey, I got this, you got this. Now you know it. Hicken in the front seat, Prosser in the back seat. Gotta make my mind up. Which seat can I take?
You got a lot of nerve.
Yes, good to be here.
Hey, Dana, we done put Jeff in the back seat, baby.
Y'all are bazzed up. Y'all bazzed up. I ain't going. I'm getting out of your car.
We're all good up there in the front.
It's enough for all of us.
You got some. Here you go.
You two are sharing a bucket seat, so it looks like to me.
Good to be here, man. Carson Beck's got to be all smiles.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Good for him. He looked
Played
great.
really well. Looked good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. And
it's what it is.
You can only do what you can do against who you do, and that's better to do that than not do that.
I thought he looked great.
Yeah.
I mean, sharp. It looks sharp. It's always noticeable the first time you see a stud college quarterback make his first throws in the NFL. The arm always looks a little less strong than it looked in the college game.
I just wonder if he's 24 years old, and I can't help but wonder if we could head down that road where, hey, listen, man. I'll give you one. Quinn Ewers should have stayed another year, made another 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, $1 billion, and then try. Get because the maturity level matters, man. I don't care what anybody says. At 24 versus 20, Our guy was 20 when he got here, or whatever he was, 21 years old. He's a youngster. So
Trevor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if we'll head down that road because the quarterbacks are making so much
it's
money
smart.
now.
They'd be smart on their part because you make more as a
I know
fifth-year
NFL
senior.
teams like to get you, they like to get you young, they like to get their club, but they say that, and then if you don't perform for 2 years, you're out the door.
It might become even like a career strategy. They
Yeah.
give you 5 to play 5. Quarterback go, I'm planning on playing 5 so I can make money those last 2. I mean, a good, solid college
Not even
quarterback
those last two. Imagine if you're one of the
can
top
make
10
$12
coming
million
in.
in a college
Oh,
career.
More than
Yeah.
that, I would suspect.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
Coming in, if now you may work your way up, like you said, maybe your last 2 years, but if you're a highly recruited 5-star kid,
You get it right away.
you're getting it right away. Then you're keeping it. Then you're keeping. Then you transfer, keep it more.
I think
Who's
that's going to
paying
go
more?
away.
Well, you would think.
Yeah, I think when this college bill
Then
and all
of a
that
sudden-
stuff gets
then
in.
all of a sudden you're 23 years old, getting
Yeah.
drafted,
Sure.
24, and you stepping in as a, and you have you've seen a lot more. You've been through a lot. Carson Beck has that experience factor matters. It
I don't
matters.
know if to your point, the maturity.
Jeff, we've looked at these statistic things so many times. It's like 15 or less starts. Very hard to make it in the NFL if you haven't started a lot of college football. It's just
He's got a
very
lot of
hard.
experience and good teams. Good.
24-3 at Georgia and whatever he was at Miami, he was
Something 2, wasn't he?
yeah. So I mean,
Or maybe 1. Did they lose?
they lost a couple. No, they
Yeah,
lost
lost
3
a couple.
games. He was
Okay.
13-3.
Oh yeah.
24-3 and 13-3. That's shoot.
Yeah.
43 starts.
Yeah. No. And by
Fantastic.
the way, waited his time to get there.
Yeah. So anyway, good for him. And football was back. And quite honestly, it was an entertaining
Yeah,
Hall of
where
Fame.
he was.
It's always the under in the Hall of Fame game.
It's never any
Luckily,
good.
I didn't get degenerate on that one because that's usually the route you go. We got a 33-30 shootout. I bet you the over-under was like 37. She's like 37.5, 38 for the Hall of Fame game. It's like the Army-Navy game. Very low. And that's what because it usually just a punt fest and run a couple plays. And these guys went up and down the field, man.
I feel like they're never good. I feel like they're always just like let's go back.
They'll get canceled. There'll be a raindrop and they'll call it whatever. But
The
football
last
is
year, 21-16 Browns.
Yeah.
The Jags Raiders, that was a terrible game, 27-11. Steelers beat the Cowboys 16-3.
See, I mean,
Broncos over the Falcons 14-10.
Yeah.
Ravens over the Bears 17-16. Dallas over Arizona 20-18. 14-3. Vikings over Steelers. I mean, just the memory served correctly. They've just been plodding. Sloppy. A lot of sloppy games in that one. But, yeah. And Haynes King looked good, too, for what he was asked to do.
All right, Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day. We'll get that in. Brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, the Tampa Bay Rays, all kinds of wonderful things. Go to DreamfindersHomes.com. You'll see unbelievable interest rate packages. I believe they build in 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Oh, just like in 6 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 15 touchdowns, 1 pick. Yeah. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. Biggest surprise of camp so far. Biggest surprise of camp so far. That's our Dreamfinders Homes poll question. Here are your 4 choices. The young receivers, those draft picks are playing well. They're catching everything. They're going to make the team. Anton at left tackle. Is that the biggest surprise of camp? Anton Harrison kind of locking in over at left tackle. Jarian Jones getting a lot of rave reviews at corner. Is that one of the surprise? Or J.P. Shadrick to Arizona, also one of the biggest surprises of camp. What say you, boys?
Well, just for the out of nowhere factor, I would go with JP.
Okay.
Good for him. I mean,
shout out to JP.
That's big news if you get a play-by-play job in the NFL. And JP has, done a yeoman's work around here for a lot of years. It's good to see that pay off. But if we're sticking strictly to Jags, I think it would be those young receivers because you often see a young guy have a day or have a period. But those 2 guys, Cameron and Williams, have shown up and shown out just about every practice. One of them's making a play. And talking to Tony yesterday on air and off, I think they're both well on their way to making the team as rookies.
What say you?
I say Anton, the left tackle, man. That kind of caught me off guard. Not mad at it, but it just kind of, it snuck by me.
That's also official, by the way.
In this particular Dreamfinders Homes poll question, J.P. Shadrick to Arizona, 67% of the vote. So congratulations to JP anyway on that. Juan Pablo Bastardo is how we know him. And
I need to get the hat dance. Maybe we'll get to Juan Pablo. I don't know if he's still here today. Maybe
I think he's gone.
He gone?
I know he did
join us.
I know he did his last show last night.
He said he was. Maybe he's not out here today.
Oh, he'll probably be here today.
Okay. Well.
Anton at left tackle, 22% if you're scoring at home.
Well, there you go. Those are the two that we named. But to me, it's those young receivers. And again, that's not the most important surprise because you such a good receiver room.
Yeah.
If there were ever a time you could afford, a rookie progress at that position, it will be this year. But they're real happy with both those big-bodied receivers.
All right, let's do this. Let's grab a break. We'll get ready. Special guest coming up. We'll do that and more right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
There's more than one way to live forever. Gents, I give you the fountain of youth.
1010 XL.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bragan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jack's Peak. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. I've been using Zero Res for years now. In summer air, you feel fresh, not full of dust, allergens, and whatever Florida critter's been crawling around your ducts. Sounds gross. Well, it is. And your air ducts are the lungs of your home. If they're dirty, you're breathing it in every day. That's where Zero Res comes in, guys. Just because you can't see in there doesn't mean you can avoid it. This month only, $100 off air duct cleaning. $100 in August off your air duct cleaning. That's cleaner air, better efficiency, and a fresher home guaranteed. Hick, what do? You call them. 287-5727, 287-5727, or visit ZeroResJacksonville.com. Always ask for the 1010 XL special, Zero Res. Spell it forwards, spell it backwards. Zero Res. It spells the same.
Jaguars fans, grab your passport. Open and fund a new Everbank Performance account for your chance to win the Everbank London Getaway Experience. One winner gets round-trip airfare for two, 4 nights hotel, and 2 tickets to the Jags game in London this October. Start your journey today at everbank.com/London. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Open to legal residents of the 50 United States and D.C. 18 and older. Entry period from 6/29 to 8/27/26. Get official rules and details at everbank.com/London Rules. Sponsor and administrator, Everbank N.A. Member FDIC.
CBS Senior Sports NFL columnist Pete Prisco spars with Frank and Hayes on The Frangie Show.
This guy must be quite the athlete, huh?
Thursdays on 1010 XL.
You ever see him play?
Brought to you by Showtime Sports Cards and Collectibles.
Believe it or not, back to school is just around the corner. Before the schedules fill up, the lunches get packed, and life gets hectic again, take care of one thing you've been putting off: your home's plumbing. That dripping faucet, slow drain, or running toilet isn't going to fix itself. Schedule any plumbing service with Duck Duck Rooter this month, and we'll include a free water heater inspection at no additional charge. Cross one more thing off your back-to-school checklist. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Looking for an engagement ring that doesn't look like everyone else's?
Not every woman wants a cookie cutter ring that you find in every jewelry store around town.
Meet Ben Lupo, second-generation owner at Beard's Diamonds, who says a lot of couples come in today looking for something different, even a custom design ring. They come in with pictures or drawings, or sometimes they combine things they like from several rings into a one-of-a-kind creation.
We can really kind of put all of those notes into one piece and show her her creation. If she likes it, we move forward. If not, we can change it however many times to make sure that we get it correct for her.
And here's the best part. Custom design rings at Beard's usually don't cost any extra.
You really have that ability to fully customize your ring without spending a ton of dollars, as opposed to just buying something right out of the case.
So don't settle for a chain store cookie cutter ring. Come to Beard's for all the top designer rings, and where you can also create that one-of-a-kind treasure.
You get the ability to customize your ring and put your stamp on it however you want.
Beard's Diamonds in the St. John's Town Center. Online at beardsdiamonds.com.
I'm Chris Campione. Auto accidents can leave you feeling lost and overwhelmed. But at Campione Law, we're here to guide you with a personal touch through every step of the process. We don't get paid unless you get paid. CampioneLaw.com.
Count on Campione, Campione Law.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
Welcome back to the program. This is The Drill on 1010XL, 92.5 FM. We're hanging out at the Miller Electric Center today and then Tuesday, and then our training camp responsibilities will be over. We'll break camp.
Yes, we will.
Head back to the friendly confines.
Correct.
And see what's cooking.
We do 4 days, as in 4 hours. Well, some of us.
Yeah, as the boys get ready for a trip to NOLA next week. And their preseason game number 1 against the Saints, and that's I believe a Saturday afternoon tilt. And then a couple Friday nights, and then a week off, and then we get things started with the Cleveland Browns right here at the bank.
Can I offer up the today's dumbest man in sports? There's one guy dumber than everybody else that is involved in the world of athletics.
Is it the Purdue AD?
The Purdue AD is the dumbest man walking the earth.
Not a good start.
He's got a terrible handler.
Oh,
he
dear.
works for, obviously, a ridiculously dumb university that pays no attention.
The Boilers.
But the Purdue AD yesterday.
Yeah, didn't hit a home run with that.
Apparently, he's a basketball fan. I guess that's what he's referring to. I really don't understand. But
yeah.
Purdue's athletic director is named Tommy McClelland. Tommy is a dum-dum.
Okay.
Because Tommy, yesterday, as he took to the podium for a state of the Purdue athletics, said something that is literally unintelligible.
Uh-oh.
He said,
What'd he say?
Every recruit, every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We're here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
Oh, dear. IU.
Question in the back. Bro, when's the last time you watched football? I mean, but
a follow-up. So we don't care about football?
How about this? Yeah, Coach, can I go ahead and get your reaction to Kurt Signetti putting 80 on your boys at the end of November thanks to you?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you didn't do the Purdue football program any favors. I suppose, I don't know, maybe they're good in swimming or something. I just don't know what float Purdue rides up on. What does Purdue win championships in? Purdue.
What's the name of Purdue Stadium?
Yeah. Do you know?
I think I do.
I would know it if
I think I remember because of 5-pack days with the cat, and I think he picked Purdue one time.
Okay, yeah, he went to like an Oregon game or something there, didn't he? Something silly?
Is it Ross Ade Stadium?
It might be.
Does that sound right?
No, that sounds unfamiliar. I would think I would have heard it, but that could definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there he is.
Going into year 6.
He does this for everyone.
29
don't
touchdowns.
Don't be alarmed.
9 rushing. 4,007 yards. Please put your hands together for Jacksonville's quarterback, Mr. Trevor Lawrence. Yes, Trevor Lawrence in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's done it for everyone, Trevor. Don't get alarmed.
Hello, Trevor. How are you? I'm alarmed.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's excited.
It's not bad.
Oh, what's up, guys?
How are you?
Doing great. Good for y'all this morning.
Yeah, doing awesome. We, like you, are excited about what we're seeing here, right?
I would think you got to be in a really good place right now. I mean, you've been through so much here, obviously, and you've been in a good position before. But man, coming off the year that you guys had, the way that you guys finished, a lot of positives going on in camp. Just your overall mental state right now has got to be pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm feeling really good. I think obviously being healthy is a big part of that too, and that's always nice, being able to have the off season to train and just feel good and work on things you want to work on, and then come into camp healthy. And last year was obviously trying to just get back to where I felt good again, and then also have another year under my belt in the system. I think everybody feels more comfortable, more confident in what we're doing. Especially, I can only speak to the offensive side of the ball because I'm with those guys, but just the way we're moving and playing fast, and we're on the same page. And then the practices have been so competitive, the back and forth, and as good as we feel on offense, the defense is making a ton of plays too, and you can tell that they're more comfortable and they're playing fast and they're showing us a lot of different looks that it's making us better. So I think the competition's been really, really good, and just been pushing each other.
To your point, if you watch the workouts, it looks like two good units that each have their moments, right? I mean, the defense is going to make some plays. Going into the second year, I almost feel like it's become cliche compared to how important it really is. Like, What a difference a year makes. You look back at this camp, who the receiving core was, all the newness involved, coming off injury, and now going into the second year. Tell people like exactly what that means from like a comfort and execution. I think it's bigger even than the cliche when we use it.
Yeah, I think it's knowing the guys that you're playing with, that you're throwing to, having that chemistry is so important as a quarterback, but also as a receiver for those guys to have confidence and to know, hey, when I run a route a certain way, the ball's going to be on time. It's going to be here. We've worked this. We've talked about it. They know all the different checks. We got a smart group, and they can handle all that. And I think that is just hard to get unless you have the same group that's played a lot of football together. And I feel like our group now has become that after last season, and a couple guys got thrown in the fire. Obviously, Parker has been waiting on his opportunity, but didn't happen until halfway through the season, and then he did great. Jacoby, we picked him up middle of the season. He ended up doing great. And then obviously BT battled some things last year, but really finished strong. So we've all kind of been through our own stuff and had to fight through some adversity, and it's cool to see the group really come together, and everyone's looked awesome in camp. I mean, there's 5-6 guys making plays, tight ends, receivers, guys that are probably not going to be starters, but we're going to need to contribute. They're making plays. I mean, it's cool to see it get spread around. It's not just 1 or 2 guys.
One question about last year, Trevor. Trevor Lawrence is with us right now. So many times coaches with quarterbacks teach you or work with you to don't make mistakes. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. And then the infamous conversation with you and Liam about halfway through the year where instead after the Arizona game, which you guys won, but there was, I think, 2 or 3 picks, and he came out and said, we saw a lot of good things in the passing game. So things that maybe the fans wouldn't see, and the whole let it rip. Trev, just let it rip, man. Use your legs, let it rip, go. I mean, it's a little bit different than normally how you would be coached. So in other words, just don't turn it over. We'll be fine. But he kind of went the opposite way with you. Just let it go.
Yeah, I think, quarterback's such a unique position because you have to be so confident in what you're doing when you're making decisions and letting the ball go because you have to throw with anticipation. You don't have much time in the pocket. You're making all these decisions so fast. So if there's any indecision, it can be tough to play well just because you're having to play with confidence, anticipation, all those things. So I think there's a fine line of obviously you have to take care of the ball and you want to be smart, but you also have to trust your instincts. And you have to, in order to make the plays that you're going to need to make, to be a great quarterback, to have a really good offense, you're going to have to make some tight window throws. You're going to have to take a couple chances. And, that made me feel good of knowing like, hey, this is not just don't turn the ball over and play cautious. Like I can just go be myself. And those conversations in the middle of the season really helped me, honestly. Like
Did it surprise you? Like when he came to you after that effort and that was his message, was it surprising?
Well, I kind of felt like that internally also. Like obviously I had 2 or 3 picks, and we also had a fumble and stuff. So it was a lot of turnovers. So it's not something where I'm like, hey, I'm in the locker room. And I'm like, I was pumped that we won. It's hard to win in this league. So I was happy about that. But as far as my performance, I'm not thinking, I played the game of my life. But I did have that feeling of, man, it felt like our passing game really started to click today. Obviously, there were some turnovers that we got to eliminate, but looking at the positive that's the first time we were really on the same page on a lot of different things. And we made some big plays, cover 0 to Jacoby, Parker in the back of the end zone. There was a lot of plays in that game that kind of got us going. But I think our staff does a good job of, they coach me hard and all the details, and it's not always just let it rip and just, hey, just do it, let it rip, do what you want. But the mindset of we work on all these details, we coach everything hard. I know the offense like the back of my hand now, and there is that element of just go play and trust it because you know it, and you know what the read is, what the timing is, what you're seeing on defense. And I think that's where that comes from, is just trust it and go play. And we're not going to second guess you when you make a decision.
Do we have to refer to, even though he's gone now, ETN as H-N? Because Tirico did it last night. I don't know what to do. You played with him longer. What do we call him?
I never called him that. I know. I was with him for 8 years. So. Granted, I just called him Trav mostly.
Okay.
But I was like, you could have let me know.
With his departure, and by the way, one thing this year for success for the Jags, you can't be the team's leading rusher. That can't happen. You can have
I don't think that's
you
gonna
can get your
happen.
400 yards. You can get 9 touchdowns again. That'd be great. But you can't be the leading rusher.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
have confidence in these young guys?
I do. I don't think I'm going to be the leading rusher.
Okay.
this year. But I mean, the guys have looked awesome. Bashal, he's a really talented young guy. I mean, and I think the steps that he's taken from last year to this year, knowing that, he's going to be getting a lot more action than he got last year. Just seeing, even in the protection side of things, how he's able to pick up some of the pressures, taking some huge strides from last year. I always thought his vision was really good. He's really explosive. Everybody knows the speed he has.
Right.
But we really have a well-rounded group, honestly. I mean, you look at Chris, who we brought in, who's a big guy, really good vision. He's physical. I think seeing him run with pads on out here, obviously he's coming off an injury as well, but working him back in before we had the pads on, it's hard to tell what all he can do because it's just everybody's tagging off, and every run looks like a 2-yard gain when you don't have pads on. And then he gets the ball on first day of pads, and it looks like a 2-yard gain. He gets 8 yards because he's just bulldozing people. So I think that's a different element that we're going to have. And then obviously LeQuint can do everything. He's a good runner, really good in pass protection, has good hands. He's just kind of our gel. I mean, he's a guy you want on your team. So
And in a fight.
And in a fight.
Definitely
He's not afraid to scrap.
Yeah, I want to fight
I've seen
that
that.
guy. I don't want to fight that guy.
No,
so.
yeah. Trevor's taking up a game that I love. Won't be long till he's better than me in that too. But I'm curious, like playing in Tahoe, the nerves, is that as nervy do you think you've been, like when you're on the tee on number one versus any other sport you played for however long?
Yeah, golf is just a unique sport because it's almost too quiet, and it's everything's still. You're the only one doing anything, and everyone's just watching you, waiting for you to hit the ball. So I get pretty nervous, especially playing in that tournament. Not as much this year as the past couple years, but like last year, I was just coming off that surgery, and I had just gotten cleared to play golf, and I was so bad, so I was so nervous every day because I'm like, I might kill someone.
Yeah, right.
These balls.
Did you see Jerry Rice ran somebody down at that event this year?
Oh yeah. Someone yelled his backswing.
He ran after him.
He went outside the ropes and chased the guy. He was holding his driver.
Who'd you play? Did you play with Baker? Who'd you play with?
I play with Baker every day. We're buddies, so we got paired together every day. Then we played with Drew Brees, was our third the first day. Then Larry Fitzgerald. Then Kevin O'Connell. So we had a good crew.
That's a good group. That's a good group. Back before you got here, and the year that we, the fan base, and us were all kind of tanking for Trevor, and watching you go through this, it was like the Jets and the Jaguars, and we used to get into it with the New York people about, he should come to the big city, blah, blah, blah. The NFL sort of transcends that anyway, but it just seems to us like this is a great town for you and your family. Like you can kind of do your thing. We always get pictures of you at different places. You're always so kind to the kids and people. But is this seem to be as good a fit as it looks, Jacksonville and Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I mean we love it. This is home for us. This really is. Everyone our families are from the same town back in Georgia in Cartersville. Me and Marissa's parents and. They still live there, and everyone asks how much I go back. I'm like, I don't really ever go back because my family always wants to come down here.
Sure.
So they're here all the time, and obviously now having a daughter, another one on the way, like this is home for us. We've settled in. Such a great place to live. I mean, the weather, the people. I think for being an NFL city, as far as how the fans treat the players is really cool. Obviously, we have a really passionate fan base, but I've been here through some rough times.
Yes,
too,
you have.
and people have always treated us really, really well. So. It just makes you want to, not that that's the only reason you do it for.
Sure.
You want to have success for your own career and for your team, but it's like it makes you want to win for our fan base too.
They love hearing that. There are no Waffle Houses in New York, by the way, so that would be a problem.
Is it?
Liam pulled out his phone this week, so I'm going to feel obliged to do the same.
Uh-oh.
And do you ever get used? Do you ever get used to this? Like, this is my son-in-law, a rational civil engineer. This is what you do to people, boss.
Is that's not real hair, huh?
No, he probably be brown if he grew it out. But nonetheless, do you ever get used to that? I mean,
I've seen quite a few of those now, but I mean, when they first came out, I was surprised.
Hold on.
Oh my God,
yeah, that's awesome.
He went to his dad with his dad to that game. I don't think his dad was all that hyped about the.
No, he's like, you gotta take it off.
What are we doing?
yeah. you're only, and we'll start to wrap up. Trevor Lawrence is our guest. What are you, 26?
Yes.
26. You're such a young kid, but yet you've so much experience. We were talking earlier after we watched Carson Beck last night and how the way the college game has changed. And I wonder if there might be benefits for quarterbacks who can make it financially now in the college game to sort of stay in college a little bit longer as opposed to come out, because I know they want you to come out young, but then if you don't perform well in a year or two, out you go. Do you have any thoughts about that as you see what's going on with younger kids and playing college football at your position?
Yeah, it's a totally different. I mean, there's a lot of different factors in the decision now.
Yeah.
When you're deciding whether to stay or leave. I think obviously I shouldn't say obviously. I don't really know. These guys are making a lot of money.
A lot of money.
But I would think if you're going to be a first, second round guy, you're probably going to leave. It means you had a good year. And
right.
Obviously, with any decision, there's some risk to staying. You don't know exactly how. Football is a tough game to predict. So, but guys that are not going to be a first, second, or maybe even third round pick, I mean, maybe they want to stay. And I mean, these guys quarterbacks are making over $1 million a year typically at these big schools.
Way more.
Yeah, at the minimum. So. Yeah. It's probably more than you're going to make if you're not a first 3 rounds guy. I don't know. But then again, it's also, you want to get into the league and there's so much you have to learn regardless of where you went to school, what your offense was. I think the learning curve from college to the NFL is pretty big, especially at the quarterback position. So you also want to get in so you can learn that stuff and get acclimated so you can go play while you're young. And I don't know, now there's a lot of 25-year-old guys coming out, which is also.
But that would
crazy.
help, right? I mean, in a way. I mean, if you're
bank
older,
account,
you made some money.
Makes it easier. Right?
You're older. I guess your brain is more fully developed.
Sure. So they say. We're still waiting. Yeah. Well, listen. I've said this earlier today. There's one disconnect between the Jacksonville fans and the Jacksonville franchise that I'm glad is there. Because Jacksonville fan is a paranoid, wait for the shoe to drop, Lucy's about to pull the football, afraid to get behind success. Y'all, they don't have that. They got a bunch of guys that, had a winning year last year. They feel good about what they have. And so I'm not going to ask you to, make any grand predictions. And I'm not going to ask you to recall last year because we've been told it's all about this year. I mean, I certainly feel like you would think that this team is in the best position it's been since you've been here.
Yeah.
And at the end of 22, wasn't a terrible place to be. Y'all were playing good football.
Yeah.
So this football team, while not counting on anything you've done, you're not saddled with the Jaguars team history. You've got a good roster, a new coach, and high expectations, fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is by far the best position we've been in, I think, from year to year. And how did we get better from the end of last season until training camp now? I feel like we took some huge steps. It wasn't like we just sat on our hands and hoped we could just be good again. Hopefully, let's take the same guys and do it again. I think there's so much work that has to be put in, even if you have a very similar team, to get yourself in a position to have a good year and to be a really good team. There's so much work you have to put in every year, even if it's the same guys. So I think we understand that. Our staff's done a good job of preaching that and pushing us to get better every day. But yeah, I mean, it's not about the outside expectations. I mean, we feel really good about our team. We know that we're preparing the right way, and we'll spot the ball in September, and we'll see how many games we can win. So, I mean, that's what it's about, and we're going to be ready, though.
Win a bunch.
Much appreciated. Thank you for stopping by.
You, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you guys.
Have a great year.
Awesome.
We'll all be watching. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
There he goes. Trevor Lawrence, quarterback of the Jacksonville Jaguars. More next on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. ET here, and it's bigger game days and UFC fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that's always coming through in the clutch every day, from lunch to late at night? Only at Twin Peaks, your #1 sports bar.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Man, I'm going to shoot straight with you. When you replace the windows, it's a big investment. It's a big financial commitment. You've got to be sure that you're aligned with the right company. And I'm here to tell you that investment deserves the straight answers you get at Cash Building Material. That's where I got them. Cash Building Material, explain the options, answer my questions, or I better said Mrs. P's questions. Helped us find windows that fit my home and my budget. No pressure, just honest advice. They'll do the same for you. Cash Building Material. Before you buy windows or doors, get a cash quote. Search Cash Building Material and click on the Replacements tab. Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right.
Storm season is here, and at JEA, we're on it. We work year-round to strengthen our electric, water, and sewer systems, making them more storm-resistant. Trees are trimmed around power lines to help reduce outages caused by falling debris. Plus, our online outage map and the MyJEA app make it easier than ever to report and monitor outages. So no matter what this storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more and see how you can prepare at JEA.com.
When you're experiencing sudden, unexpected dental pain, the last thing you want to hear is that your dentist can't see you until next week. That's why I'm so glad I found Harbor Dental Care. Whenever I call, they always find a way to see me within 24 hours, and they can usually fix whatever's wrong the same day. Plus, they have locations throughout Jacksonville, so no matter what side of town I'm on, I can always count on the same great care. If you want to find a dentist who believes in treating people right, learn more at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
We're all good sports here in Jacksonville. Win or lose, we always support our teams and we cheer to the final whistle. So whether it's a touchdown, home run, three-pointer, a slap shot, or hole-in-one, we know how to make some noise. There's a whole lot to cheer about when it comes to sports, and really so much more in Jax. So get off the sidelines and get in all the big events at visitjacksonville.com/events or download the app for the latest sports schedules. Go Sports! Jacksonville, the flip side of Florida.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Here you can see.
Hey, soccer fans, Sporting Jacks is giving away a new Honda Accord Saturday, 8:15. Sporting Jacks men take on Indy 11 at 7 on Hodges Field at UNF. Just be there. Someone will win a new car from Honda at the Avenues and Sporting Jacks. Visit sportingjacks.com today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Yeah!
Can you?
Yeah!
JP Shadrick, who we once lost Juan Pablo Bastardo somehow, is headed off to Arizona.
Yes.
The Phoenix Rises. He'll be the play-by-play voice. I mean, I'm not, listen, a lot of people come up to you when something good happens to you that say they're happy for you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, literally, like, genuinely, I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what an awesome development, and it's a dream for anybody that comes from your angle, and you've done play-by-play and, touchdown radio, and he's done, the Suns for many years, and it's like, isn't that the peak goal you're trying to reach?
Well, it all started by going on this show, hungover, laying in bed, talking about Suns baseball the night before. That's where it started.
Yeah. How did we come up with Juan Pablo Bastardo?
Because he was pitching at the time.
Anthony Bastardo?
It's JP
Yeah.
Juan Pablo.
Yeah.
So we glossed him Juan Pablo, and then I think we threw the Bastardo in there.
It is funny because a lot of people will ask, hey, what does JP stand for? And I always start with Juan Pablo because of that.
That's great. Those were fun days back in the day. And
well, this is a guy in our industry, just so folks know, this is a guy paid his dues, and the Holy Grail is what you've finally achieved. So, for people like us who are in the industry, we really appreciate the hard work and grit. And thank God it wasn't the Titans, but I'll slide that in as well. Even if it had, we would have been happy for you. That's how happy we are. And I think all of Jacksonville was happy. I know you got to say goodbye yesterday with your boys.
Oh, man, that was tough.
It was tough. I saw some of that. It was a little emotional.
I made Lagerman cry.
I know.
I've never seen that before.
I didn't know Lagerman cried?
Yes.
I didn't know like him and cried. I didn't know there were tears inside those
the
eyes.
toughest guy I know. He's had
Yeah.
like 20 surgeries. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Come on.
Yeah.
Good point.
Defensive
Good point.
lineman.
So anyway, so from that aspect, that's just awesome. And Arizona's a great gig. What a great opportunity for you. And I know you're excited about it. And he's calling a game next week.
Well,
so
and
he'll be studying on the plane.
Thursday night.
it'll be and by the way, and it'll be okay for a while. But I'm glad you don't play the Jaguars for a couple of years.
Well, there's a chance next year.
Oh,
if they finish same in the
that
division.
ain't happening, buddy.
Okay.
First and fourth.
Did you watch the offense last night for the Cardinals? Carson Beck, baby.
Yes, that's it.
Come on.
I was going to say but you're going to have to put on that Cardinals gear, and after all these years of Jaguars,
Bird gang.
you'll always have a soft
Rise
spot.
up.
You'll always have a soft spot for the Jags.
Yes.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
I tell everybody that. Like, I started here in 2012.
2012?
We've had 6 head coaches
Ooh.
since I've been
Wow.
here. 3 playoff runs, a lot of good,
Yeah.
a lot of change.
Yeah.
We've been here every step of the way, and we've been fortunate enough to have leadership and ownership that's allowed us to build a digital department really from scratch.
Yes.
And then the radio side to go with it. When we started, it was like me and John Ozier and Patrick Kavanaugh.
Right.
That was the digital team.
Right.
Hey, make it look good, guys.
Right.
We don't know what this is, but go for it. And now there's 2 studios, 40 people on our staff alone that do this all the time, long form content, and it's every team in the league's kind of morphed into that. But we were here at the start of it, and it's been really gratifying to see it build.
Are NFL teams' broadcast groups built similarly, or are there a lot of differences? Like, will your responsibilities be a lot of the same things that you have here?
I think in time, yeah. At first, they want me to just focus on the game.
Sure.
We're right here at the season.
Right.
And they do have other talent there that's been established for a long time, hosting some of these other shows. I think in time I'll find some holes maybe that we do here that they don't do content-wise, some podcast type things, interview segments that we can do during the week. But I think that'll grow. And there's some television stuff out there as well that they do. So at first it's just the games, but we're going to keep building this thing. So
Good,
yeah,
good.
it's a full time. We're in it all year round.
They hired LaFleur's brother, right?
Yeah.
That's a new coach at Arizona, and
They talk to each
Nathaniel
other.
Hackett.
Yeah, Hackett's there. Tony Sorrentino's the wide receiver coach.
There you
Of course,
go.
Gardner Minshew's there on the
Chew.
quarterback.
Chew will be there.
Andrew Wingard.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Dewey.
yeah.
Dewey's there.
There's some familiar faces.
There always is in the NFL, right?
Oh, that's for sure.
Anytime you go visit a team, you're always
I
somebody
can't
there.
wait for Dewey to say it was always the Cardinals.
I was thinking about doing a post when we got out there, standing by him. It was always the Jags until it's the Cardinals.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, and you
It
say
wouldn't go well.
you're packing. This is it for you. You're going to
Well, yeah.
wave goodbye and headed out to the desert.
Today's the last day at work, and then I'm leaving on Monday to go for 3 weeks to kind of house hunt and get the lay of the land, do the preseason games, and I'll come back. And the week before Labor Day is the big move. It's gone, so we're out of here.
Well, congratulations.
You think
man.
you'll look? You probably have no idea, but like Scott's, where will you?
I've been looking all over,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of eyeing close. I mean, the facilities in
Right.
South Tempe.
Okay.
The stadium's on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they're moving a new facility in North Scottsdale 2
Okay.
years from now, which is
Okay.
like 20 miles away. So it's
Okay.
like I gotta.
Yeah.
I like being closer to the facility, so I might be Tempe area, Mesa,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
Very good.
I'm looking right around the Cubs facility, just so
Okay.
I can try to walk
That'd
to
be
spring
fun.
training.
Yeah.
Sure.
Drinking old style.
He loves his baseball too.
I know
It's
he
been
does.
a while.
So do
Yeah.
we.
Yeah.
So good for him.
Well, congratulations, Jay.
Yeah,
We're
man.
so happy for
Knock
you.
him dead
man.
out there, and
Yeah.
we'll root against you once every few years.
We'll see you in the Super Bowl.
Amen.
I'm down with that.
Be great.
Two teams that would really enjoy I don't know. A trip there would be good. Although the Cardinals win. Although it's been a long time now, hasn't it?
Cardinals have that.
What was that, like the late 2000s?
Cardinals have
long
that.
ago?
It was like
Have that
05,
knowledge
yeah.
of their Hall of Famer made the play to win the Super Bowl, and then Ben
Man.
had 2 minutes left.
Yeah. Santonio Holmes.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
Ugh.
Ow.
Boy, that was a hell of a game.
Well, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. J.P. Shadrick with better
Play him
known
outta
affection
here,
as
E.
Juan Pablo Bastardo. who
Yes,
will make
legend.
his way to the desert, where he will be an impactful player for the Arizona Cardinals.
Love you guys.
Thank you, man. Thank you. There he goes. One more.
Yeah.
It's a hat dance. I think. All right, we're back with more. It's the GFO Friday. We're on the Duval Day, presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Crank the amps and hold on tight.
Closing the gap.
Sunday at Iowa Speedway.
Through 3 and 4.
NASCAR is revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 on Jacksonville's high-performance NASCAR station, 1010 XL.
Hey, Florida homeowners. Are your electric bills through the roof? Your old windows and doors could be the problem. Renewal by Andersen offers superior energy-efficient solutions. For a limited time, buy 4 windows and doors, get the 5th free, plus 12-month special financing. Don't let another hot Florida summer drive up your energy bills. Upgrade your home's comfort, beauty, and energy efficiency with Renewal by Andersen. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
It's back to school season. Get a brand new fence from Superior Fence and Rail. For a limited time, get free takedown and haul away of your old fence. A $500 value with your new fence purchase. Offer valid on residential projects of 100 plus linear feet. Call today or visit SuperiorFenceandRail.com. SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
The swamp is hot. Coaching, recruiting, winning and losing. Catch the Gator Buzz on the Gator Report. Several times a week on 1010XL. Built by Cash Building Material. Windows and doors done right. Keeping Gator Nation in the loop.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Hey, gang, the investment landscape always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITP Partners, one thing stays constant. That's our commitment to your financial future. Whether it's consolidating your accounts, rolling over an old 401k, or helping you maximize your pension programs, man, your financial journey's simple and smart. With ITP Partners, Jeff Hartman, Chris Bryan, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, and Reed Wingate. Your personalized investment strategy built on trust, transparency, and experience. Summertime now. Get that money in motion. ITP Partners, stable, strategic, secure, constantly working to be your financial partners for life. Registered representatives offering securities offered through Cetera Wealth Services, LLC. Member FINRA, SIPC, and advisory services offered through Blue Horizon Equity, Inc.
Today's vehicles are smarter than ever, but that also means they need more precision than ever. Features like lane assist, collision warning, and adaptive cruise control all rely on cameras, sensors, part of what's called ADAS. And if those systems are even slightly off, they might not work correctly. That's why, after certain repairs, your vehicle will need ADAS calibration. At G&H Tires and Service, they have the ADAS system, so your vehicle's safety features work the way they're supposed to. Don't guess with your safety. G&H Tires and Service. Precision that protects.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah! We got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, I'd like to hand out a prize pack. E, what's the razzle-dazzle today?
Oh, the razzle-dazzle is a pair of tickets to see Jim Gaffigan. Dan, you're going to go see Jim Gaffigan, but not here at the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena and not on December 27th.
Unless he's caller number 4.
Yeah, unless he's caller number 4, of course. But at the end of the 10-minute drill, somebody holler at me so y'all can get these pair of tickets.
By the way, it's just kind of a capper on. We were talking about the Purdue AD before Trev walked up on us. Just if you're keeping score at home, national titles, combined football, basketball for Purdue.
Yeah,
that'd be 0.
Oh,
so
dear.
I don't know what championships he's talking about, but yeah, don't go to Indiana where they've probably got like 8 combined between the two.
Yeah,
it's depending on how many they got in. I mean, don't kid yourself. I understand that that Indiana was nothing before Cignetti, but hey, Purdue, oof.
Fox basically said we're not renegotiating our NFL deal before 2030.
They want more of the NFL?
Yeah, they want to renegotiate, of course, and make more money, and I don't blame them, but I think...
The NFL wants to renegotiate?
Yeah, but Fox is saying, yeah, we're good right now. We're going to run this through 2030, and then we'll see. So they backed out. Will other networks follow?
I don't know if that's good news as a fan, because as soon as we take the broadcast networks out of the equation, then we're all going to be paying individually for each and every game we watch. So at some point, that greed, it will overtake the NFL. It's not tomorrow. It's not in the next couple of years. There's going to be a point where they're going to capitalize on you wanting to see, and they're going to charge it. I mean, and I think when the breakdown of the network TV deals comes, that's going to expedite that. So, at first glance, it's like, yeah, well, good for them. And then you really, no. I will say this. There's an economic thesis to be written, Dan. And this is going to sound hyperbolic, and I haven't done the research. I'm not 60 Minutes. I wonder if you can't trace an unaffordable economy to the explosion of athletes' salaries. And I'll tell you why. There's a trickle down. The athletes pay this much. The TV networks pay this much. So the commercials they have to run cost this much, which ultimately we pay. And this just explosion of money everywhere except Gen Pop.
Yeah.
I think it's trickled down a bit. I do. I mean, you can't listen. If you're McDonald's, you can't spend $8 billion, a football season on advertising and not make your value meal $21.
Right.
So I would think it'd be a little naive to think there's no correlation. And I know things go up in time. Nothing shoots, though, at the rates of some of these things, including the salaries of NFL players and the rights money that these networks are willing to pay.
Yeah, it'll be fascinating going forward. At some point, the golden goose.
We always do.
Bursts.
It doesn't seem like we're there yet. And this has been alluded to. The further away you get, the more you can wonder. And so now gambling takes its tentacles into the popularity of the league. Didn't the league go super popular beginning in the early 90s, mid 90s? Is that when you say, when did it just become as popular as it is now?
I don't know.
Is it fantasy football driven? I mean, it might be.
Sure,
I think fantasy football in the early 90s brought a lot of people to the table that may not have been there before.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Anyway, just a little bit of the economics based on that Fox report, as you said.
No question. Jags will have a mock game here today. But they're doing it on the practice fields, and they're going to have some high school teams here to watch as well. But they want to go through the all the different ruminations of a actual game. So, routines, how we'll do it, things of that nature. It's good reminder. So as they get ready to head to New Orleans next week. So, and again, it's been a real, like I said, I've said this and tempered it, and it doesn't matter until they play on Sundays, et cetera, et cetera. But there's been a real good feel for camp so far as far as the positivity, a lot of good things happening, a lot of young guys stepping up and players improving. So we'll see how it goes. See how it breaks down. There's still a lot of challenges there. As Tony has told us, there's going to be adversity. So how they handle the adversity will be huge. So it'll be it's going to be an interesting year as it unfolds, but it's a year where you go into it with the knowledge that, you know what, we got a real shot here at doing some stuff.
It's the Jaguars have not been in the position as an organization to have to worry about their players pricing them out of your future plans.
Yeah.
We haven't had talent good enough to go get a big ETN would be an example. Lloyd, we saw a couple last year. And the longer this draws out, and I get less and less confident that Parker Washington is going to be here long term. I feel like he's going to, and by the way they're giving out money, if I'm Parker Washington, I know Zay Jones has a better resume. He's had 1,000-yard season all 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a game tomorrow and Parker Washington is and Zay, aren't they the same guy? I mean, does Zay Jones scare you more than Parker Washington, or does he deserve to be?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more.
But I do think Parker's going to be, he's going to be pumping the brakes on those $30 million deals. I just don't think the Jags are going to. We feel like we got like an ABC unit here. Don't feel like there's a number one.
Right.
You got to be a number one to get paid those $32 million deals.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if Parker Washington can or will be that. And we also don't know, what happens when he goes to free agency. He would certainly get deals, or, often players have a certain number in mind that's not feasible out there on the open market either.
Yeah.
And I think we're probably higher on Parker Washington than just some generic fan in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So, but I guess to that point, the time to hit it, I think would have been now.
Well, if he wants to get to that level, he would have to have you can't hide behind, 60 catches for 850 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, if you get those numbers, you're going to get paid X amount of dollars. You got to go out and be 90 for 1,200, and
which might be hard on this team with the talent that they have spread out.
Probably would be. I felt like Trevor told us that he would not be the leading rusher was a good sign.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think
important.
that he will be.
Yeah.
I think he's probably pretty confident in that. If
Yeah.
Trevor is the leading rusher, then we're about to go 4 and something.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that.
Can't have that. So that would be big. All right, let's do this. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. We got a nice little prize pack.
That's right. I got a pair of tickets to see Jim Gaffigan on the Everything is Wonderful tour. It's going down at the Vistar Veterans Memorial Arena, and it's going down December 27th. One lucky winner can win a pair of tickets right now. That number, 904-641-1010. Holla at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The beach is calling, and she must go. Lauren Brooks.
Okay, that's not creepy.
Afternoons 2 to 4
Can you just back up a little bit?
on 1010XL.
Oh, that Florida sun. Our friends at Beaches Dermatology want to remind you to protect yourself from that sun. I was out and about last couple days, outside all day long, and yeah, you better believe I sunscreened up. I had to, man. I had to. Floppy hats, long sleeve dry fits, whatever it takes to protect yourself, you got to do it. And if something does show up on your skin, man, go get it checked out. Don't look at it and say, I'll get that, Don't wait. Go to online at beachesdermatology.com. Best thing to do. Find the place that serves you best. I go to the Beaches Dermatology off of Solano Road. Shout out there to Drs. Boudreaux, Drs. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. They're all there to help, and they'll do a great job. Been going there for years. They've taken great care of me, and I appreciate them all so much. So for all your skincare needs and your skincare products, if you had a hydrofacial, if you have it, what are you waiting for? It's Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com.
Jacksonville's been wonderful to Beards and my family.
Meet John and Vin Lupo, first and second generation owners at Beards Diamonds.
We're always looking to make the shopping experience better for the consumer and grow with Jacksonville.
We're here to do whatever we can to make people happy. We want them to feel comfortable with their purchase.
Beards Diamonds, not another corporate chain jewelry store. A Jacksonville original with non-commissioned experts to guide you, educate you, and help you celebrate those milestones.
We get to be with people in the most important decisions in their life. So it's a wonderful feeling at the end of the day.
So if you're getting engaged, celebrating a special anniversary, or looking for that perfect gift, relax and enjoy the experience at Beards, knowing you are guaranteed the best price, the best value, the best warranties, and the best experience in the jewelry industry.
There's no competition that we can't compete with or beat.
Beards Diamonds, happy to be here for 45 years and counting. In the St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
Call a timeout for the new Smokin' Honey Melts at Firehouse Subs. Choose flame-seared shaved steak or grilled chicken breast, peppers, caramelized onions, melted provolone, chipotle honey dressing, and mayo. All on a toasted sub roll, only at Firehouse Subs.
Every championship season starts with summer sweat.
Training camp weeds out the boys from the men.
Every time something you need to know happens at training camp, you'll hear about it on 1010XL.
This is your playbook.
Presented by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
25 weeks comes down to this. You ready? 3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Kicking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
After an accident, the last thing you should worry about is how you are going to afford a lawyer. I'm Chris Campione, and at Campione Law, there are no upfront fees because we don't get paid unless you do. You heard that right. We don't get paid unless you do. Our team fights insurance companies every day to pursue the compensation our clients deserve. It's that simple. Get started at CampioneLaw.com. Offices, Jacksonville and St. Augustine.
Campione Law. When it comes to your home or business, experience matters. That's why every apprentice at Local 234, whether training in plumbing, pipe fitting, welding, or HVAC, must pass a rigorous county licensing exam before graduating. It's just one more way Local 234 ensures the next generation of skilled professionals is ready for the job. Before you hire anyone, ask if the work will be performed by a licensed journeyman. Local 234, make the right connection.
Imagine this, you and your buddies outside enjoying the warm weather. The grill is fired up, steaks are sizzling, drinks in hand, and you're all hanging out around your brand new outdoor kitchen. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can make it happen. From custom outdoor kitchens to fireplaces, fire pits, and more. They bring your backyard dreams to life. You dream it, they build it. Visit CSSFireplaces.com and make your backyard the place everyone wants to be this season.
Kicking here, you know it's back to school time, baby, with Zero Res. And right now, book 2 rooms of carpet cleaning for $149 and get 2 rooms free. Yeah, book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com and take advantage of the savings. Tell them 1010XL sent you.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by JEA. Former Jag running back Fred Taylor has faith in the team's brain trust to get the running back right during training camp.
I think we have some great evaluators. Tony, obviously, he's going to pick up on their energy and attitude and mindset.
Florida State's Hoops is coming to Jax. The Seminoles face Houston in the Jacksonville Hoops Showdown December 20th at 5 Star. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 8:01 and it's 77 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller. Stay tuned for more with The Drill coming up next right here on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.
XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. This is your Duval Minute, brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
At the time of training camp where we are right now, we've reached not a lull, but something different today, and that's a mock game. The boys will have a mock game today. They'll go through all the ruminations of playing a regular NFL season game, and they'll be able to go through all the pregame, all the stuff that they would do. The routine is an important part to establish who talks to whom, et cetera, et cetera. Something that Liam Cohen likes to do, and they'll do it, though, on the practice fields as they continue the work inside Everbank. That, my friends, is your Duval Minute. Always brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Yes, summer here, the job market, it's not bad. Lift Power, always on the lookout for great folks. Experienced lift, truck, and dock and door technicians. Benefits include a 401k, company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, it's a great offer. Come see why Lift Power is one of the best places to work year in and year out. It's been voted that way. Rapidly growing, proudly serving Jacksonville for more than 50 years. Oh, and family-owned and operated. opportunity knocking. Go through the door. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com. That's liftpower.com.
Welcome back on a GFL Friday. Mock game, as Dan just said, coming up here within the hour. We're on the Duval deck, presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry on a GFL Friday. We talked about something a little bit in the break that I kind of wanted to expand on and ask your question. As you know, somebody been around the University of Florida program for a long time. I get it in the heat of the moment, but as we distance ourselves, why is Dan Mullen so darn unliked by Florida and Florida faithful and by the Florida media? Like anytime the Florida current media can pull something that Dan Mullen says and they play it up of, Dan.
Well, we didn't cover him on a day-to-day basis, so you'd have to talk to those guys about why they don't like him. But he just wasn't, and I'm curious Gator fans, I'm sure, can chime in on the text line, but he just wasn't a likable cat in the way that he pulled things and the things that he said. And it was never, he's not your typical coach. It just seemed to me, and I don't have the quotes in front of me, obviously, so I don't want to mischaracterize, but it seemed to me whenever Florida lost, it wasn't his fault. And they lost just a little too much for him to have that way about him.
I will say this, and it's kind of in the news again because Mullen was on with Feinbaum, and it's being characterized as a shot. It was a subtle one. I mean, we're a fan base, and granted, Spurrier won at a high level, who loves the shots.
Yeah.
You can go away, you can take a little shot here or there, and I think it's fair they ran me out, and he didn't say it this way, but I'm sure you think they ran me out for this buffoon.
Yeah.
By the way, what do you think Dan Mullen's record was his last year in Gainesville? The one that got him booted, the terrible free fall.
Was that the 8-4 year?
5-6. But even still, this guy went 8-4 was his best team.
Yeah.
But in Florida, he went 10-3.
8-4 is where it really started. Listen,
correct. They lost the end of the year.
Everybody was fine with Dan Mullen going to New Year's Day 6 bowls and beating Michigan and then beating Virginia. Everybody was fine with that part, okay, in the Orange Bowl. But then when the 8-4 season happened and the Shoegate thing happened and the recruiting comment happened and he dared. His biggest mistake was probably poo-pooing recruiting. It was his probably biggest mistake, especially when you're competing against a guy like Kirby Smart. And I think that is where really the thing. And then the way he treated the Cotton Bowl against Oklahoma was bad. And then it got worse the following year instead of better. And so, the patience for the University of Florida football fan is very, and quite frankly, everyone around the program, they expect more. So it was going downhill fast. You can sit there and say all you want in those 3 years. Yeah, for sure. But the last year and a half were not good.
And it's strange.
Remember, he was 8-1 and then he lost those last 3 games.
Yeah. One of them was one of them the Oklahoma game?
That was LSU, Alabama.
Yeah, they sacrificed the Oklahoma game. They beat Georgia that year. It's the first year they beat. The last time they beat Georgia probably was that year with Mullen and Trask.
Yes.
I will say this.
So I get it where you're coming from, but I also understand where the Florida people were coming from.
Well, in hindsight, makes it 2020, but and again, I'm not a huge Mullen fan.
Yeah.
I've never been.
You're also talking about the Halloween thing and the getting it back and forth with Drinkwitz and what he did on the field. There's a bunch of little things that just didn't add up, and so what they thought. I can tell you what they thought. They thought they were getting themselves a football coach, a guy who's about ball, not about all this quirkiness, all this different stuff. We got a guy who's just going to focus on ball, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, I will say this, and so to Mullen's when he's asked about it.
Yes.
Florida's in worse shape for letting him go.
Yes.
And that part is a fair thing. You let me go, and you're way worse than you were when I left.
Yeah.
So, we'll see how that ends up. Playing out as we move forward.
I think Dan Mullen's strength is as a play caller. Personally.
Correct.
I think that's where I think he was great with Herbs. I think that as an offensive coordinator, he's terrific. I think I just don't know if I want him leading my program.
Well, and again, I'm not coming at it.
And I think he's probably in a good place where he is now.
Yeah, UNLV's big man on campus.
Because Jeff,
he needs to go to the playoffs.
Will Muschamp got hired by another SEC school.
Yeah.
We've seen that happen. Dan Mullen didn't. Why?
Yeah.
Because of all this stuff that we just talked about.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. Well,
Otherwise, he would have. I mean,
you know what? I
his
think,
one-loss thing certainly indicated him worthy of a second chance.
well, I will say this too. I think it's fair from this standpoint. If you're a Power 5 school and the University of Florida coach just got fired, if you can't win in Florida, why are you going to win here? I'll give SEC schools credit. South Carolina's dumber than dirt.
Right.
Let's take the worst coach that Florida's had at that point, and he can't win in Florida. I'm going to hire him. He's going to win here?
Yeah.
I mean, what are you even trying to do? But Mullen, I will say, that was his second chance. He got, he had a Mississippi State job. So he'd had 2 SEC jobs, which may have cooled the Jets. But if you weren't aware, Mullen is now at UNLV. Pretty good year last year. And with that pathway to the, to the non-group of 5, with a playoff spot, he is among the teams that is, I bet you would look at a lot of playoff projections right now, and it's not that UNLV is a top 16 team, but they would be in the field because of the way they allow that path for the, lower level, so to speak.
You said UNLV's got a chance of making the college football playoff?
Yeah, well, they were 10-4 last year. They were kind of in it until the end, and they're about among the top 2 or 3 of that level school.
Are they?
Tulane was it last year? James Madison, they all made it.
Mm-hmm.
How did they put 2 in? Did they have to?
No.
Why did Tulane and James Madison get
James Madison?
Didn't they go in? The Dukes? Yeah.
Who'd they play?
They got blown. Oregon.
Oh.
Yeah. You forget. It's so outrageous that
too much. Too much.
It's hard to remember. You scared me there for a second.
I'd rather focus in on something special. I think 37-9 gets the Mets into the postseason.
Is that what you're shooting for?
37.
Well, you buried them already, and an exorcist.
We just swept the mighty Cleveland
Guardians.
Guardians.
So. Second most hits you've had all year. You had yesterday. That's great. Without Soto.
Stink. God, we stink.
Well, you just brought it up.
I had some kid.
It's a road sweep, isn't it?
I had some kid, and I hate to be. These are the ones that make me want to just say you're not allowed on social media. Metrics or something like that.
Oh, metrics.
And he's telling me how Alonso's numbers are regressing, so it was smart not to sign him to 5 years, $155 million.
That's dumb.
I just can't deal with people who say things like that.
No, and there's a lot of them.
And then try to hide behind numbers. Here's some numbers that work for you here. And I don't. It's not worth getting into it, but it's just. There's
no reason to try and admit anything other than they completely blew it in the offseason. There's no silver lining.
Yeah, completely.
You're starting over. Yeah.
It dropped, and I haven't watched it yet, but I think it dropped yesterday or the day before.
Hard Knocks?
Hard Knocks. Ted Lasso is back as well.
It's back with the ladies this time,
Ted Lasso. I don't know if all the episodes dropped or just Apple maybe goes one a week. I don't know. So we'll have to wait and see.
I checked in on the CCBA last night.
The CCBA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The Caitlin Clark Basketball Association. And and she, with a chance for her team to win the game.
She blew it.
She missed 2 free throws.
Yeah.
And then I'll give credit to this, this Vegas player, this Gray, Chelsea Gray, maybe.
Is that the one that stripped her at the end?
No, that was Asia. But I'll say this. This is impressive. I don't care what level you're playing. She hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to send the game to overtime.
Okay.
And then she hit a 3-pointer at the down 2. She hit a 3-pointer at the buzzer to win the game.
There you go.
So there you go. A nice little double. But the NBA rolls on.
Huh?
It's the CCBA, the Caitlin Clark Basketball Association.
Good news. The handicap index has been updated. 23.6. Came back down a little bit. We're excited about that. 23.6. We're on the move.
What's been the high and the low to this point?
Twice in the 80s, 2 rounds in the.
No, the index number though. Is that the lowest it's been?
Yes, but I do think I did have some Scottish handicap work going on.
Oh, okay.
So you have to have a certain number when you go across the pond. So they say. I don't think they do it anymore.
Oh, okay. I don't know anything about all that.
You have to be a 24 or less.
Oh, you missed an incredible development on my part. Finish your story.
So you have to. So you have to make sure that you had the right handicap because they did say a couple of the courses that we played did say bring your. Proof of your handicap.
Oh, to get on, or
yes.
I think they use that more for the tee box you're allowed to play. Like they won't let you go. Well, I'm not saying everything, but I know that like certain levels, you ain't playing back there. You got to be, +4 or whatever.
Nor would I.
I
ever
made the most I hesitate to fashion myself or platform myself here as either an athlete or a competitor, but when it comes to like doing anything sports related,
yes,
I this week did the most radical thing I've ever done.
What is it?
It would be like being a right-hand hitter all the way through your career and then deciding at the end I'm just going to hit left-handed.
Wow.
It was that radical.
You putted from the left side.
That's a good, way more radical than that.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it's golf related.
Oh.
More radical than putting from the left. I'm going to let you guess.
Well, you didn't play around.
No, I played a whole round of golf, doing the most radical thing that I have ever done. I would have never thought that I would have done this. Again, it's radical. It's not.
So it's not like I'm not going to use my driver.
Correct. It's not, I played in tennis shoes. No, It's just a radical departure from the norm. You want me to just tell you what it is?
Yeah.
And I did it just out of boredom more than necessity.
Uh-huh.
But I tried something the other day, and I committed to it from the first shot until the final putt.
Okay.
I play with a baseball grip, Hick.
Oh.
I left the golf grip. I went to the 10-finger grip. And I'm going to try it for a little while. I just want something different. I, for the record, shot the same, I think, 81 or 82 that I always shoot.
I've been sort of playing with it. I've played with a baseball grip for a couple years now.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I was overlapped forever.
I actually had a lesson with somebody, and he had me do it, and I just felt more comfortable.
Well, I saw, and I was surprised that, Thor Bjornsson, when he won last week, he's 10-finger.
Is he?
There's some guys on the tour that hit it with a baseball grip.
Yeah.
And so we talked about it on air one day this week, and, we had people on there's more people than you realize.
Play
that,
with it?
Like, I didn't know you did.
Yeah.
That's news to me. I would not have known that. But
sure I do.
I think that is radical. When you've never, ever, ever played golf with a baseball grip and you go out and the hard part was the committing, Dan.
Yeah.
The hard part is because here's what happens with that baseball grip. It takes a few holes where you feel like that right hand's going to send it way over the left field wall every time you swing.
And sometimes it does for me.
Yeah, well, me too. Me too. But,
although it doesn't go way over the left field wall.
But that's it.
It goes off the wall.
That's it for the athletic pursuits of me.
That's it.
We'll focus now on,
back to it.
The athletes.
All right, we'll grab a break. We'll rocking and rolling. It is a Friday here in Jacksonville,
It's a TFL
Florida.
Friday.
Yeah.
That's Green for Life. And, by the way, I'm told we're on the Duval deck presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry. And we're back with more next on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Sports talk radio without a net.
Sell crazy someplace else.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Let's talk insurance, or as I say, assurance, because that's what you get with my friend Mandy at the Bowers Agency. Mandy and her dream team at the Bowers Agency will personalize your insurance playbook. They will give you max protection. Not your average insurance agent. Mandy and the Bowers Agency have everything you need. Home, life, business, auto. Call Mandy at the Bowers Agency or visit them on Facebook or at BowersAgencyJacks.com.
Hacker, the 2026 Hacker Fantasy League is right around the corner, and we're heading back to one of my favorites, Twin Peaks, Thursday night, August the 20th. Be listening soon for your opportunity to get in to the HFL.
This is Frank Frangie. Planning a summer road trip? Before you load up the family and hit the highway, make sure your tires are ready for the miles ahead. Big Chief Tire now offers special online-only tire pricing, giving you access to the best tire deals when you shop through their website. It's an easy way to save money and drive with confidence this summer. Shop online and schedule installation at WeKeepJacksRollin.com. Your next road trip starts with the right tires.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Tailgaters Parking is approaching sellout for this upcoming season. Permanent restrooms, all-day security, and on-site restaurant pavilion. Due to stadium construction, your previous parking may be gone. Log on to tailgatorsparking.com today.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwoods. If you're going to buy an engagement ring, how much should you spend?
Frank, that's a question we hear a lot, and the guideline most often used is the equivalent of 2 months' salary. But I'll say this, the price you pay for a diamond is directly related to its beauty. If you want a big, cheap diamond, I'll guarantee you it's poor quality, and that's not what we carry at Underwoods. If you want a diamond of fine quality, cut to the right specifications for maximum beauty, not maximum weight, that's the kind of diamond we have at Underwoods. You see, when somebody's been married for a long time, they don't always remember what they paid for their engagement ring. They probably remember the sacrifice they made to pay for it. And when you consider that a diamond engagement ring will be worn every day for the rest of her life, most people will agree that a really fine quality diamond ought to be considered. That's what we specialize in at Underwoods and have since 1928.
That's Underwoods in San Marco, in Avondale, the shops of Ponte Vedra, Underwood Jewelers.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Well, I tuned in to watch baseball last night, and instead I saw a rerun of the Bad News Bears. Did you like that movie when you were a kid, the Bad News Bears?
Love it.
Yeah. Just call them the worst news Marlins.
Oh, yeah?
Completely unacceptable what I saw last night. You haven't seen this highlight yet, huh?
No.
This low light?
No.
Acuna's at the plate early in
Oh,
the
the
game.
home run? I did see that.
That's unacceptable, bro. Honestly, you're both going to AAA. Learn how to call the ball. Learn how to do something. I feel like we had another one of these in the last few weeks. I have watched baseball for 50 years at every level. I haven't seen it in T-ball, Little League, high school, college, minors, pros. I've never seen two players volleyball a ball over the fence.
Yeah.
And
classic.
And I'm talking, like, I'm not saying they both jumped up at the line.
No.
You know, and it ticked off the glove and went over. I'm talking about they were a couple feet short of the wall, and the way they ran into each other, it catapulted the baseball over the fence, and Ronald Acuna Jr. gets a home run from what should have been, an F8. By the way, and you wouldn't pay attention to this, earlier in the series, the Marlins it was 4-0 Braves. The Marlins got it to 4-2 in the ninth. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Let me tell you what is never in the game plan: a double steal.
Oh.
You don't double steal with 2 outs in the ninth down 2.
They got tossed.
Threw him out at third, game over.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
That's not good.
Yeah,
the story in baseball is the Red Sox, man. They had an unbelievable win last night. They came back 13 innings, 12-11 with the White Sox. They've won 8 in a row again. I mean, this is an incredible run that this ball club is on. They just don't lose. They are now basically a half game behind the Yankees.
12 games over 500, I see they've gotten to.
Yeah.
The Braves, by the way, quietly, that's 8 in a row for them, too. Their longest win streak of the year. Braves, Sox. 8 is not enough. And meanwhile, too, the karma against the Dodgers is. I've enjoyed that this week.
That's been very
good. One of the things. And by the way, the details came out. The Braves and the Brewers both offered better packages than Detroit.
I told you.
In the old days, Hick, the commissioner would step in. That's called collusion. That's the definition of collusion. I'm not saying you got to make him go somewhere else. Trade's void.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just weak, man.
Yeah.
So, the fix in a variety of trying to, encourage the Dodgers.
I don't think the Tigers called around. I think it was a Boris owner, Major League Baseball play, and And like I said it right when it happened. I'm not backing down from it. I think the owners are trying to get some sympathy on their side, and they're going to fight like hell to get what they want, and it's going to be a battle royale come next year with baseball. So
Skeens is in the tank. The Pirates have a legitimate chance to be a wild card team
That's
this year,
a shame.
and they're not going to be because of him.
He can't pitch.
How is Paul Skeens 9-10?
I don't know.
With a 4 or whatever it is.
I don't know.
I know what it is. But that arm's getting bulky.
Might be.
You're down 3 miles per hour. There's only one answer.
Yeah.
Something's hurt.
Yeah.
Right? And it was a big night in Bay. There were some dramatic conclusions. There were a couple teams down to their last strike in the 9th inning, and they either scored to win or scored to take the lead. I saw Bregman with the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
They're down 2 runs in the 9th inning. 2 outs, 2 strikes. He hits a 2-run home run to send it to extras. They're going to give your boy the MVP, they're saying.
Pete Crow?
Yeah. He was a Met, wasn't he?
Yeah.
What deal was that?
Javi.
Baez. Oh, that's a while ago.
Yeah.
So he was in the minors for a couple of years after you said, well, there you go. That's when you deal for prospects, that's what you're hoping for.
Yeah.
You know,
God,
and Abrams for the Nats is another one of those guys that, you only remember the big splashy items, Soto or Baez, but those prospects, that's your, ultimate hope. When you deal for a prospect, that they, that they emerge.
I didn't read the whole thing, but there is some shenanigans going on in the association with Kawhi.
Yeah.
And these boys in L.A., they have circumvented paying him directly and got businesses to pay him by using businesses for their gain, both in their new arena and such. And it'll be interesting to see what Skeletor, the commissioner there, ultimately.
He's an alien. He
decides
he goes
to
to
do
bed in a
because
pod at night.
He is. He's got his hands full with that one now. That's when we talk about what's going on in baseball, but talk about what's going on in basketball too. It's going to be.
And by the way,
very interesting.
It's completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
That some dude doing a podcast is coming up with this. As the NBA, you should kind of oversee where the dirty money's coming from, and you should be uncovering those things. and so that's a weird one.
Yeah.
And by the way, you think that Ballmer and the Clippers are the only ones that have figured this out?
Right.
Yeah, there are probably a lot of nervous superstars around the NBA right now that are getting $10 million, on the slot. I guess the way it works, the Clippers funnel the money through Daktronics is the most the recent one, or Ascension Bank or whatever the first one was. They funnel the money, and then it goes to Kawhi, and that way, from the Clippers' perspective, their quote cap number with Kawhi is only X million instead of X plus plus.
I think
it should be.
I think so. One other note: I think we're sitting on I'm sitting on a 9:00 nasty item.
Oh boy, that'll happen.
What you got, my boy?
Did you see the former NFL player and the young lady?
Now you put me on game.
Here we go.
Yeah. Oh boy. Public. 9:00 nasty.
Oh
wait.
no. I don't. That's
we're 34 minutes away.
Yeah, that's it. Gosh.
I tell you what.
Oh boy.
I tell you what, Stedman Bailey was up to.
Oh, Stedman. Yeah. I read about that one. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, I don't know where you get your information. I don't come across these same things.
Oh yeah, it definitely came across my algorithm.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, that's rough. One more NBA note since you were talking the league.
Knicks in 5. Is that the note?
No, that's way beyond a note.
Knicks in 5.
That's a banner. Hawks in 35. That's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to that.
Yeah.
Can two successful athletes, are there guys who really are boys? Like, can two NBA stars really be and stay friends?
What do you mean?
Tell me who has and does. Like, really, Jaylen Brown was introduced yesterday in Philly.
Yeah.
By all accounts, he and Jason Tatum should be bros.
Yeah.
They came in, they won a title, they each had their success, regular and postseason.
It's over.
And, well, Jaylen Brown took the high road, but then he said the secret out loud by mistake. And they asked him about Tatum, and can you just describe your relationship with Tatum? And he goes, well, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it's just nothing but respect. We had a lot of success, and you could see him kind of, his face didn't look completely comfortable saying what he was saying, and it gets to the end, and they're like, okay, have you talked to Jason since the trade? No. That tells you all you need to know about the relationship.
Well, look, we should applaud that.
If I left tomorrow for ESPN, he would be texting me in 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's a lot different. They shouldn't be talking anymore.
They shouldn't at all. What if they're friends?
Well, this is good for old school sports fans. We complain why everybody they're all smiling after the game, they're all shaking hands, blah blah blah.
You can give them a goodbye. I'm not asking them to have a sleepover.
Ask Jordan. I mean, the legends. Back in the old school days, man, they weren't friends with the opposition. They didn't like them. So we should applaud that and be happy.
And I, by the way, I don't know if there's any dislike there, but there's no closeness. I guess that's what I'm saying. I got a shout out before we go to break.
All right.
Got my dude, he's a good Hawks fan. Charles Payne is his name. I'm sure a lot of you folks around town know Charles Payne.
I call him Chucky
Well,
Payne.
He's brought Coach Payne to the festivities today. So a shout out to 81-year-old.
Shout out.
Yeah, Pops. Coach Payne's here at practice this morning.
Shout out,
looking
Coach.
for a role. He might see us over there.
Shout out.
Oh, man, Charles, he'll have the headset on listening to us.
Yeah.
God, now we're dealing with the 8-second delay is what we're dealing with. And we put that in because Hicken tends to cuss.
That's
right.
right.
That has to be
I was looking for him.
That has to be a stopgap. When you do that, you've just attracted the attention of a whole bunch of other people wondering, why is that guy waving to me?
I like that.
ET, we got BPY next?
We'll see if we can wrangle him up.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, Big Pat Young and some conversations when it comes to basketball. The Aberdeen official, that's been since we last talked to Patrick, hasn't it? When did that come down? Like last Friday? Do we have Aberdeen on the Gators the last time we talked to BPY? Not sure. But Gator basketball talk, hoop talking more with Patrick Young when we return. It's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life as we come to you from the Duval deck presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry. The mock game is coming up, I'm guessing, in 90 minutes. So, yeah, it looks like it'll start about 10. They've got the 90-second clock counting down now. So, for all those that are over there in the bleachers, they're going to have a little bit of a wait. You're listening to The Drill, 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Rock the Country, a festival for the people. Coming to the Florida Horse Park in Ocala, Florida, August 28th and 29th, 2026, with Brooks and Dunn, and Blake Shelton, John Party, plus Lauren Alina, Shenandoah, Mark Chestnut, and many more. Get your tickets now at rockthecountry.com.
If you've been dealing with backups, strange smells, or soggy spots in the yard, your septic system is trying to tell you something. This month, save $500 on a new septic system installation from Duck Duck Rooter. As the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, we'll handle everything, from the required permits and inspections to the complete installation. Stop hoping. Start fresh. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com. Financing is available.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold has recently hit an all-time high at over $4,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Back to school means a fresh start, and there's no better place to start than with beautiful new floors.
At Lifetime Flooring, save big on beautiful tile, hardwood, LVP, and carpet. Stop in and save with our exclusive showroom specials on the floors you've always dreamed of.
Transform your home with beautiful new flooring that's built for holiday gatherings, busy families, and everyday life.
Don't wait. Save today. Visit LifetimeFlooringJacks.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. Lifetime Flooring, bringing affordable luxury home.
Lifetime Before the season even kicks off, everyone's making predictions. Who wins the division? Who makes the playoffs? Who's lifting the Lombardi? On Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform, you can trade those predictions in a live market. Take this year's Jaguars. Right now, they are trading at 10 games this season, and that currently trades at 46%. That means a $100 trade would pay you out $209 if they reach those 10 wins. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy into and out of your position. Trade a draft pick, the game, and more on Kalshi. Download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL and get up to $500 in bonus credits. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 and over only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Kalshi products are not available in all jurisdictions. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
It's about to get real. Training camp is on. Listen to 1010XL throughout the day for all the details and analysis of the passes, runs, and defensive performances. 1010XL's coverage of training camp is brought to you by Green Acres Sporting Goods.
At the Y, there's no place like this place. More than just a gym, the YMCA is a community where support, connection, and your well-being come first. And now, getting started is easier than ever with Your Rate, an income-based, affordable membership designed to fit your lifestyle and your budget so you can focus on what really matters, feeling better, moving more, and connecting with others. Join today and discover a place where you truly belong. Learn more about Your Rate at fcymca.org.
Open early and open late. Dailies is always there, making things easy for you to cruise in and cruise out. So hit Dailies Cold Case the next time you're craving a cold one. Bud Light by the case, plus plenty of singles to choose from. Corona, to the king of beers, to Stella or a Natty. They're all cold at Dailies.
Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, time out with Patrick Young, taken by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Well done, number 4.
Covered by Kuhn Flowers on 1010XL.
All right, welcome back to the program. Live out at the Miller Electric Center. Got a mock football game coming up a little bit later in the day. Jaguars hitting the practice fields here momentarily. The fans have arrived. The drum line's here. The roar's performing. Oh, we're stepping it up here on a Friday. That's what we're doing. And we always step it up on the drill when we bring in our friend Patrick Young and chat with him about all things football and basketball. Patrick, good morning, my friend.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Jeff. What's happening?
How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm
good.
I feel like I've been discombobulated this week. I swore yesterday was Friday. But hey, here we are. I got 2 extra Fridays this week.
Extra Friday. I have a question for both of you off the rip. Whoever answers first will win $1 million American dollars. Congratulations to either of you. Remember, you have to hit the buzzer. I was driving back yesterday, and I went through a small town, Bartow, Florida. Got me thinking, who's from Bartow, Florida? What Gator do I know who's from Bartow, Florida?
Basketball? Must be basketball?
Doesn't have to be basketball.
No, he's Nashville.
No, what about is it DeClerc?
It's not Andrew DeClerc. In fact, I will say this. When I went through Bartow, Florida, this guy should have, whoever it may be, should have home of. That's how big of a boy he is. Home of.
So is it Clayton?
Walter Clayton Jr.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Bartow, Florida. He transferred there from Lake Wales, played 2 years, won 2 state championships. But Bartow, Florida is doing Walter Clayton Jr. Now, maybe they don't recognize him because he transferred in, but they're doing him a disservice, Patrick.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Boy, you forget fast how dominant, that.
Well, we're driving
incredible.
back and we start chatting and we think about, and again, I don't know. You can get into the argument like who was the greatest or who wasn't the greatest, but nobody had a better year than Walter Clayton Jr. for Florida basketball ever.
Oh, and
ever.
so clutch, too.
Ever. And the way he finished those games, I mean, just he never missed when he just didn't miss. When he had to make it, he'd make it.
J.P. Shadrick is a pro's pro, by the way. Look at him out now on the megaphone. The dude's going to go be the voice of the Cardinals tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he's out there with a microphone doing PA announcing for the fans today.
How about that?
That's a pro's pro, Patrick.
How about that?
That's a pro's pro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of guys that played football and then get into basketball because they have this like fearless level of physicality.
Right.
like attacking the rim. C.J. Ingram, he'd be one of those guys.
Yes.
But like they truly understand as an offensive player, you always have the advantage when you are attacking the basket. So like, Walter was he was so special, man. And shoot, you guys excited about Denzel Aberdeen?
Well, I'm going to ask you this question. I am. It's a terrific.
I have some.
Terrific
I will say
addition.
this: I do have a couple, more than one, Gator friends who didn't want him back.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
They, you left, and so their attitude is, "Hey, you left. Good luck."
Yeah. Well, I take him back in that 13 and a half a game in a heartbeat.
So it'll be interesting.
Is he? Is
that was
he
a
an
money
NBA
deal.
player? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Go get that $2 million.
Here's a question I have.
Sure.
Patrick, the question I have for you. The three best basketball teams in Gator history to me are the 04s. They're the team that won 2 years ago, and then the y'all's team that went undefeated in the SEC and all the way to the Final Four. But the question I have for you, because Dan, give me the line, and keeping it as real as you can. Give me the betting line if the team that came back in 06 were playing this year's Gator basketball team.
Ooh.
Isn't that close? I mean, I'm almost willing to say that this team is as good or better, but I don't want to do that out of deference to the back-to-back. But just personnel and depth. Give me how close those.
I don't think it's to like, look, a lot of guys on this team are on that national championship team, so you're already they need to be on that level. But I just think because of the depth, like I think Joe Kim and Al with Ruben and Kondo, I think that levels out. I really kind of do. And I don't know. I don't think they have that much depth. They had T. Green, Lee Humphrey, and Corey
Chris
Brewer.
Richard, Spates came off the bench a little, but not a lot. Yeah.
Like who else? They had just those seven. I mean, the Gators literally have 10 guys. I don't know how Coach Golden is going to handle the rotation this year. Clapchar, Denzel, maybe his punishment should be he can't start, something like that. But Clapchar, you got a matchup there. He shoots the heck out of the ball, and he can get. He showed last year he's more than just a shooter. Tommy Houck and Corey Brewer. That's a good one right there.
Woo!
I think Tommy Houck is a better shooter. Now I'm gonna go with this year's team.
It's close. Yeah, it's close.
You both are out of your mind.
Yeah.
Give me the Natty Champs.
We are.
These guys, the ones that won the national championship wasn't Kondo and Houck, okay?
Yes, it was, for sure.
It was Walter Clayton Jr. and Will Richard and what's our other guy's name?
Houck was incredible in that.
Our third guard.
Yeah.
Elijah Martin.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, how quickly we forget. So to me,
and all those guys are still solid on NBA rosters, man. So that speaks volumes.
Those guys ain't playing in this make believe game you have. Give me Horford and Ja bless the earth, and we'll run it. And Lee Humphrey for three, and I'll take that group.
You hit on something in the middle of that, Patrick, that I think is look. It's not like Todd Golden is used to playing a lot of guys, and so it's just a matter of trying to configure this one in the correct way. We're talking about a guy that by the time he gets to winning time in college basketball is down to a 7 or 8 man rotation. And look, before I say you got to use all that depth, we used to complain about Leonard Hamilton. He's got top 5 and top 10 picks over there in Tallahassee, and he's going 10, 12 deep. No, play your best guys 30, 35 minutes. So I wonder how that balance ends up shaping up.
Yeah, because I do think with like C.J. Ingram, Isaiah Brown, and Alex Lloyd, those kids, like they literally could be starting. Maybe Alex Lloyd would still be coming off the bench, but I watched him in person this year or a few weeks ago. He looks great. He's probably put on like 10 pounds of muscle. Like he doesn't have that deer in the headlights look anymore. He has that I just don't know how they go past 10 guys. Unless they are blowing out, it's only going to happen in the non-conference, I guess, when they're playing Merrimack and LIU and Milwaukee and blowing those teams out. But in conference play, Coach Golden he is not going to play those guys unless games are way out of hand. There's no way.
And you hope that's enough to keep them around because you're going to need some of those guys to return for their third years, right? After this year's roster clears out. Wouldn't shock me if all of our boy Golden made a run for the league after this year. That's going to be.
Wouldn't shock me at all either.
Yeah, it's such an. I mean, you have such an awesome collection here in front of you, but buddy, that is going to be a massive rebuild after this season, right?
But,
It would have been a partial rebuild if a couple of them went. You know, you'd have some continuity, but this is going to be like zip. Feels like
zip. You know, and I'm curious because Davian Lee apparently he's about to commit to Gonzaga. How crazy would it be if he had what was the kid? Andrew, the kid that was with Florida under Mike White. Nimhard. What if I think it's going to happen. I bet he has a Nimhard year. And we're going to be like,
Xavier Lee sucks, Patrick.
Bro?
Yeah.
He does not suck.
Yeah, he's terrible.
He's not terrible.
Yeah. I'd much rather have Aberdeen. 1,000,000%.
1,000,000%.
Yeah. Did you guys watch the end of the game?
Did you guys watch Aberdeen when we played him, man? He was just a ball hog gunner at Kentucky when I saw him.
Yeah, he was a gunner.
He better come back here and play in the system or he's going to find himself on the end of the bench.
Did you watch the last 6 seconds of the Iowa game? That kind of sums up what Lee's bringing to the table.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think Denzel, what helped him early in his career at Florida, I mean, he brought so much energy on the defensive side.
He better have that again. Yeah.
Him and Boogie should be like, you know, Boogie was supposed to be when he was at Arkansas, like known as a real good defensive player. He wasn't consistent, but he had a game where he had like 7 steals last season, something like that. Like those two guys should be the best defensive backcourt in the league in the whole in college basketball this year. But question. If they obviously, Dan, you're going to be like winning the national championship no matter what, but like
no, that's not him. That's me.
Should this team go undefeated?
Nah, I don't think so. It's a tough schedule. It's hard to win every game, but I think
Final Four.
They should win it all.
Final Four is what it's all about.
He'll never have a better
team.
team.
Championship or bust, Dan?
Nope.
I am.
I don't see.
I'm on NC or bust.
Guys, you guys. I mean, Duke is the same. Duke goes through this every year. I mean, you're both showing your college basketball ignorance. It's a good thing I'm here to educate both of you.
I appreciate it.
I mean, every year Duke is the favorite, and they say, and you know, if you get to a Final Four, that is a hell of a year in college basketball.
Yeah. I'm not saying it would be like disappointing if they go to the Final Four.
That's what college. That's what national championship or bust means.
No, that's silly. That's the expectation. That's the ultimate fulfillment. Yes, you're not going to be ticked off if they go to the Final Four, but you're not going to feel fulfilled. You're not. I mean, if you're good enough to be the Final Four, why didn't you win? That would be my question once you get to that point.
You got guys on this team 3 guys on this team that have done it before too. They've won it.
Yep.
Again, you're right, Dan. They weren't the guys, but like they should know what it takes. Like they've been.
I mean, we never would have sniffed that. Patrick, we would have never sniffed that natty had not for Walter Clayton. And Will Richard, by the way, was great in the championship game. I mean, and
Denzel.
Yeah. So
I'll never get over it. This was the greatest analytics thing that got executed I ever saw, and it's weird because you typically foul the worst free throw shooter. Where against Texas Tech. We had we were down and
good point.
We were in 1-on-1 situations and they fouled an 82% free throw shooter. He missed. Tommy Houck hits a 3 on the next side. Next one, 75%. He missed. Tommy Houck a 3 again, and it was game on at that point.
Well, you also, and the other thing, obviously, is every run. I don't care how good the team is. There's always one game you need a little luck, lady luck on your side to get through there. So, you know that. You live that, Patrick. You could probably tell me a moment from each of your 4 Elite 8 teams where, oh man, if that hadn't happened, we might have won it all.
Freshman year, Shelvin Mack hit a 3 right in my face. I gave him too much space. Let's see. Second year, Russ Smith with Louisville was unguardable. He was unguardable. He was so freaking fast. Junior year, who was that? Oh my gosh. Michigan just kicked our teeth in. I got nothing. And
then he went to the 4.
And then we can break down the U. Well, I'm not going to make you do the UConn game because I know you hate that. So we'll move on.
I had a speaking engagement the other day with Haskell, and they got these interns, and everything's going great. You have some questions with these kids, and it just had to happen. One kid, hey man, what happened against UConn? I was killing.
You're too young, kid. You shouldn't know that. I was at that game,
Bro, leave me
Patrick.
alone.
I was at that game. I went with a buddy who's a Wisconsin fan, the Luncher. I went with the Luncher, Hick, and we were, both teams lost. Right, the Wisconsin lost to Kentucky in a heartbreaker, and we we made the mistake of trying to walk from Jerry's World to our hotel, which ended up being on the other side of the highway, and it just was a terrifically, awesomely bad capper to a disappointing night.
Oof.
Yeah, there's that.
Patrick, we love you, man. Good stuff today. Appreciate you.
Love you guys. Catch you later.
All right, there he goes. Patrick Young joining us on the program. We'll take a break, come back with more next year on The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
We got a great show for you today.
Join the 1010XL Podcast Network.
A big show.
Now you can find all your favorite 1010XL podcasts in your platform of choice.
A king-size show.
Beards Diamonds is where Jacksonville shops for engagement rings and fine diamond jewelry, and now luxury pre-owned Rolex watches as well. Hicken here. Beards Diamonds, you know them in the St. John's Town Center. They stand out in a big way. First off, they're local. Say hi to the Lupos when you go in there. Terrific people. Part of our community for more than 40 years. Yeah, the money stays here. It doesn't go to Wall Street. And by the way, here's the best part. You don't compromise on anything. Beards, best selection of diamonds. Beards doesn't jack up prices. Beards doesn't have commission salespeople. Beards, top names in bridal jewelry. Beards guarantees to give you a better price, better value, period. A lot of those chain jewelry stores all owned by the same mega conglomerate, different names, same owner. Beards, locally owned alternative. Behold to us for diamond bands, rings, and even luxury pre-owned Rolexes. You know what I say. Hicken here. Shop local, shop Beards.
Prosser here. You want to know 3 words you can live by? Job well done. Want to know 3 more? Custom tree surgeons. Those 2 go hand in hand. When summer storms come crashing through or hurricane winds start to blow, Custom Tree Surgeons is always on standby, doing it better than everyone else. No job too big or too small, and always job well done. With Custom Tree Surgeons, call Custom Tree Surgeons or visit them at CustomTreeSurgeons.com.
Hi, I'm Blake Bortles. People know I've always said if I wasn't playing football, I'd probably be on a construction site. So Next Gen Roofing finally let me live the dream.
Blake, why are you wearing a red practice jersey?
Always worn it for safety.
Right. Well, around here, the red jersey means you're the new guy. So you're in charge of garbage cleanup.
Perfect. I love garbage time. Always excelled in it.
It's not exactly what I meant.
Good thing Next Gen Roofing has real pros handling everything from family homes to large commercial buildings. Next Gen, teamed up with you.
Teamed up with you. Life happens every day, and sometimes it gets in the way. That's why 1010XL makes it easy to listen to your favorites. If you missed it, get it on demand.
At 1010XL.com.
Channeled by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, Checkmate chessman, and you may be surprised, newfound fan of American football.
Really? You?
Absolutely. Listen to this. Duval!
It's Duval, Chester. Duval.
That's what I said. Duval!
Ball. Ball.
The point is, Brendan, with football season approaching and friends dropping by your house to watch the games, there's no better time to spiff up your garage with a beautiful, durable, polymer-coated floor.
We can even do it in team colors for the real fans out there.
Oh, that is a good idea.
A garage floor your friends will love?
Check. In a color that makes you proud?
Check. Installed by locals who can actually pronounce Duval?
Checkmate.
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit CheckmateCoatings.com. That's CheckmateCoatings.com.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints.
Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today or log on to bariorthopedics.com.
Find out more at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
Hey, this is Tony from Tony D's New York Pizza. Can you believe I've been making pizza here in Jacksonville for over 20 years? Thanks for the support and good times. We appreciate your business, and we're looking forward to another 20 years. Come out and see us at Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's team time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we got a birthday shout out. Shout out to little Guggenelle Tracy for her birthday today. So hello to Tracy and Pops. Appreciate y'all listening. Have an awesome
out.
birthday. I see what's happening out here. Tony Baselli is addressing the crowd, along with J.P. Shadrick. Again, that's a pro's pro. The dude leaves tomorrow to be the voice of the Cardinals. He's out there with the microphone. But I also peek down into the cafeteria, and I see what happens. They send Tony out to distract him, and then the real mindset gets together because I got Cohen and Gladstone and somebody else having a little tete-a-tete down in the cafeteria right now.
That's what's
getting the important stuff, shaking out, and then when Tony comes back, shh, here he comes.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. By the way, our Trevor Lawrence interview will replay on the 1010XL YouTube Jaguars channel at 9:30. It'll be posted, so if you want to go back and watch it, it'll be about half.
I have a list here. I'm not sure I agree with all of it. I don't disagree with a ton. I don't know if you read it already. They have listed the 10 greatest supervillains in college football history.
Oh, boy.
Now we'll say this.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to ask for the pop quiz music here in a second.
Yeah.
There are, and as well it should be, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 state of Florida connections.
Okay.
To the all-time supervillain list, the 10 biggest supervillains in college football history. Who do you think the number one supervillain is? The number one supervillain. Like, there's some missing here. I would say Barry Switzer's a supervillain. He's not on the top 10.
Bosworth.
Boz is a great guess. Boz is a supervillain, and Boz it's high on the list as well. Boz is fourth. You got the right idea.
Yeah.
So I think you'll get some more of these. 4 have state of Florida ties. Can you tell me the 4? I'm going to throw an asterisk. Miami, they said the 90 Hurricanes. You're never going to guess the 1990 Hurricanes, but I think that's the one that brawled in the stands.
Right.
All that good stuff. 3 others connected to the state of Florida.
Oh, so you're saying it was the whole 90 Hurricanes?
Yeah, right. That's that one. But that's the only.
From Miami.
That's the only one like that.
I would guess maybe
the number one
Prime Time.
Prime Time is number 9. The number 9 supervillain of all time.
I would guess.
You got 2 more.
I guess Orr is one of them.
He's the number 1 supervillain in college football history.
Shout
Steve
out.
Spurrier. So that's where we were getting with that.
That's hard for us Gators to do that. He's our guy, man. But, from the other side, I guess maybe.
About Steve Spurrier, they write, the head ball coach walked so the lane train could run. If you're a young college football fan, then the Spurrier you know is the folksy grandpa telling jokes at celebrity golf tournaments and touchdown clubs. But back in the day, the HBC was the visor, a hat-slinging, trash-talking, strut-walking winning machine who tossed the ball all over the yard as both a Heisman Trophy-winning quarterback and a national championship-winning coach. And after humiliating you on the field, he'd pour verbal salt into your wounds.
I like that. That's a fair description.
Yeah, and number 2 is Lane, and that's also fair.
Oh, yeah.
That's
But
a super villain.
Lane is Lane. Lane is a super villain who hadn't won squat.
Correct. Yeah, for sure. There's one other one on here, and I guess this is true because the haterade. Listen, people can't believe it when you're as good a person as they say you are.
Yeah.
And they hate you for it.
Yeah.
So somehow Tim Tebow is one of the great villains in college football history.
Well, I mean, I think people tired of Timmy a little bit, maybe, and then I think when Florida lost to Alabama in the SEC championship game and the shot of him crying, I'll always remember the explosion of cheers from the Alabama side, and I was like, damn, they really don't like that kid.
I will say this, and this is probably accurate, but the author of the column writes, Tebow's the only member of this list who would also be included if we were ranking the all-time college football good guys.
Yes.
Maybe that's why so many dislike the man I refer to as the Swamp Hulk, because he's such a good guy and has always unapologetically worn that title on his very large shoulders.
Yes.
Very few quarterbacks have arrived at college football's highest level with higher amount of hype. And then, I look, and this is a Tebow story. This is a Gator story per se. But I have always had extra respect, extra appreciated those that were superstars and had to deal with all that, and then were still successful and stayed clean. Like, say what you want about LeBron. This man has had the attention on him since he was 14 years old.
Yeah.
And he really hasn't stepped out of line.
Right.
Anything that's, illegal, immoral, or otherwise.
No.
You just like him because you just
Silly
like
things like holding the book upside down.
Correct. Drinking wine, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so there's probably a little bit. There's also this when you overexposure made Tebow a villain.
Yeah.
And again, overexposure is kind of a relative term because of the way.
Who
college
are the other ones?
All right, here we are. You named a bunch of them. Here we are.
Manziel's probably on there.
Johnny Manziel's a good one. He is on there. When you said Boz, I said, okay, you get number 10. This is fair. This label didn't stick very well.
Okay.
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
By the end of his career, between the mommy and he painted his nails to beat Tulane, and then they lost. And I don't know. I wouldn't put him top 10.
No.
But he is 10. Number 9 is Primetime. Should be higher.
Yeah.
8 is Tebow.
Yeah.
7, ESPN.
I think if you knew FSU football, I'll throw a name, Kirk Carruthers was a villain for FSU football, but he's not. But he was a decorated guy.
And he had that pretty boy aspect to him, too. That also kind of lends to it.
Prime obviously was nationally known, but I feel like Prime was I don't know. But anyway,
he had the shoplifting, and he didn't go to class back when it was.
I don't think Prime had shoplifting.
Yes, he did at the mall. 100%.
That was Warwick.
No, way before that.
He did?
Yes, 100%.
All right.
Prime had a sunglasses issue off the field, and then he had back when it wasn't cool to just stop going to class, he had the whole didn't go to class the last.
Well, he said that when he got to Atlanta.
But he's also very, very
he was
mouthy.
chirpy.
That was what it is. Number 7, ESPN. And I don't think it's necessarily the network and the games, but they've had a lot of controversies, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but this, that, and the other.
That's
I'm not gonna list them all.
If you're doing entities, then it's interesting.
This is also this is a good one.
Yeah.
And this isn't 1 year, but if there was one program, who's the villain program?
A villain program.
It's the one that's been your whole life. That's your hint. That changed.
Oh, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
All right.
And again, for the cliche reasons.
Yeah.
Number 5 was the 90 Hurricanes. Number 4 was the Boz. Number 3, we've done the rest. 3, Manziel. 2, the Lane Train. And number 1, the Visor. Number 1, supervillain.
Shout out.
I kind of like it. I'm not complaining.
I'm not either.
The 9 o'clock hour is next, and all that entails. We're on the Duval deck presented by Pro Craft Cabinetry.
We got nasty.
Yeah, it's a GFL Friday. That's Green for Life in the 9 o'clock hour. next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. And on the 8th day, God created 1010XL. And he was pleased.
It's a miracle! This is outrageous!
But it sounded good.
Hacker here for Cornerstone Interior Solutions. If your AC is working overtime every summer, your insulation may be the problem. Homeowners and builders across Northeast Florida are calling Cornerstone to upgrade to spray foam insulation. It seals homes, crawl spaces, garages, blocking in cool air and blocking out heat. So your home stays cooler, your system runs easier, and your energy bills stay under control. Don't wait for peak heat. Visit CornerstoneInteriorSolutions.com.
Hey, gang, Hickett here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know is George Moore Chevrolet. Our showroom off Atlantic Boulevard, loaded with the toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. Silverado, ready to work or play just as hard as you do. I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own, and they earn every mile, every job, every weekend. And let me tell you about the fine people at George Moore Chevrolet. That service department's second to none, man. They work with me all the time. I appreciate Gabe and the boys down there very much. Drop my boy Blue off for an oil change, man. Check a tire for me. They fix that stuff. I mean, they're terrific. They do a great job, and that's why I keep coming back for more. To George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's ride.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Summertime is here, and that means it's grilling season. Now, before you overpay at the big box stores, make a stop at Houston's Meat Company on Main Street in Jacksonville. For more than 50 years, Houston's has been Jacksonville's local butcher shop, serving up quality meats, incredible prices, and the kind of service you just can't find at the grocery chain. Steaks, burgers, chicken, ribs, whatever's on the grill this weekend, Houston's has you covered. Shop local, grill better. Follow Houston's Meats on social for updated weekly specials.
The flagship station of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership costs. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by AV Signs. For Jag GM James Gladstone, what a difference a year makes.
It's been a really clean and sharp operation, especially in comparison to this time last year.
Carson Beck, the Jags native out of Mandarin, looks smooth in his NFL debut in a preseason loss to Carolina. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
Currently, it's 9:06 and it's 81 degrees. Your time and your temp is brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Maybe this is the year that we can break through with some individual honor, your Jacksonville Jaguars. Welcome back. We are live on the Duval deck, presented by ProCraft Cabinetry. It is a GFL Friday, and today is the mock game. We're still about an hour out. Fans here being very patient, picking up those free It's amazing, man. I don't care how old you are, how much money you make. Something about throwing a free T-shirt into the crowd makes us all animals.
Love them free shirts.
They go for those free T-shirts like they're worth $1,000, but more power to them. But when it comes to this year's Jaguars, and I'm going to ask you, by the way, at the end, what's the with sometimes you ask questions where Trevor can't be the answer.
Yeah.
There aren't many teams in the league that can say this. The Jaguars in their history have never had an MVP, an offensive player of the year, a defensive player of the year, an offensive rookie of the year, a defensive rookie of the year, a coach of the year, and a front office of the year. The only one they've had is the Walter Payton Man of the Year, and we've had that twice.
Thank goodness.
So the Jags start, and by the way, there are 4 teams, only 4 in the NFL, that have had them all. MVP, offensive player, your defensive player, rookies on both sides, Walter Payton, coach of the year, and front office, and those 4, Cowboys, Colts, Dolphins, and the Panthers.
Oh.
Panthers came into the league the same time we did.
Yeah.
Who was the MVP for the Panthers? McCaffrey, maybe?
Cam.
Oh, yeah, Cam. That's right. Forgot about old Cam.
Jake Delhomme.
Yeah. Steve Berline. Kerry Collins. So, yeah, we got some catching up to do. Maybe this is the – so I will ask you this. Take out the front office and the Walter Payton.
Yeah.
And take out Trevor.
Yeah.
Do the Jaguars have a player I guess coach of the year would be most likely?
Coach.
Like most likely to win one of these things? I mean, at this point, finding an offensive
Liam
or
Cohen.
defensive rookie of the year, that doesn't seem –
No.
we didn't have a big
Unless one of these
top-heavy
kids
draft.
is Puka.
Yeah. I don't even know if Puka showed it first year.
Yeah. Be tough. Well, I promised you I'd deliver.
Oh, God.
If you would, I need a little 9 o'clock nasty music.
Oh, it's nasty.
This just happened.
I don't know when this happened exactly.
July
or
27th.
Why it's happening.
Thank you, E. Former WVU and NFL wide receiver Stedman Bailey. Do you remember Stedman?
I do. He was maybe a Cowboy for a hot minute.
Ram.
A Ram. Okay.
Yeah. He and his lady friend were arrested after they're accused of, just doing the big nasty.
Big nasty.
In a bar.
In a bar?
At the Pembroke Lakes Mall in Florida.
Yeah, probably need to get a room on that one. Yeah. The Bennigan's is not made for that kind of
Bailey
buffet.
and Karina Manderson, both 35 and both, horny, were arrested on charges of exposure of sexual organs.
Well, I mean,
in the incident report,
to be scientific,
round 1 in the mall. The place is called Round 1. I don't know if there'll be a round 2.
Apparently, they took the round 1 at face value. Time for round. How under the influence / overly sexual are you to have sex in the mall? I mean, honestly.
Round 1.
Can we go to the park? I mean, look, it's degenerate enough to go to the parking lot and pull up.
Why not go to the lot?
Why?
Just go home.
I mean, honestly, I don't know what round 1 is.
We're going to do it right here, right now.
I'm assuming, there are certain times and places for everything. I don't know if I would be comfortable in round 1
I think I'm doing it in round 1.
Yeah, I think, stage fright comes into play and a lot of things happening there. Yeah. That's
Arthur, what are you laughing about?
No, just laughing at y'all, man.
Yeah, that's a hard no on that one.
What do you make of have you seen my Mets relief guy who jumps up when he strikes out guys?
Whatever. It's silly. I don't hate it. This is what I really want, though.
Yeah.
I'm ready for this. It is grow up a little bit. I get it. It'll run its course. I'm ready, though. I really want the first guy to hit a home run off of him to jump up and down and cartwheel. That's what I want.
Ramirez was doing it in the dugout.
You know, I mean the guy who does it.
Yeah.
Like, I want some dude to take that guy deep.
Just so you know, his name is Jeffrey Yan. He's 29 years old.
And he's crazy.
He was
childlike.
out of the sport. He signed a pro contract at 16. He was out of the sport by 21. He was playing in a beer league, and the Marlins saw him in the beer league in 21. He went single A, double A, went to Japan with Cebu Lions, Dominican Winter League, triple A. 13 years after he signed, he had his major league debut Wednesday night.
That was his debut. I didn't know that.
He's done the celebration at every stop of that 13-year climb. Now, listen, I get it.
You have to Google it to see it.
Yeah.
We can't describe. It is by far.
Yan explains it like this. He wants to celebrate like it's a kid's game. It always has been for him.
Yeah.
This is a man who was told the game didn't want him, went to a beer league, clawed his way back. So
None of that flies. You're in the major leagues now, buddy. You can do that in the minors and kids. You don't celebrate like a kid's game because you're playing a grown man's game. It's Major League Baseball. So I would think that would be – don't the Mets have to ask him to tone that down?
Well, the manager said he doesn't fear teams taking offense because Yan's reputation preceded him. People inside the game aren't offended. The offense the offense is almost entirely from the outside. So – he does throw 101, by the way.
I'm not buying that. If Ramirez is doing that after the first time we've seen the kid, to say that there's no offense being taken, it doesn't seem realistic.
Yeah.
Right?
I get it.
But
I'll have to ask Murph.
It's not a big deal to me. It's not. I mean, it's no different than the bat flip and some of those. And, you know, my guy hits a home run and holds a press conference before he gets around the bases.
Right.
So I get that.
Yeah.
But it's too Bush League, man. I mean, because you got to watch this. I mean, this guy strikes someone out, jumps off of 2 feet, and throws his arms out like he's my girl.
Yeah.
You know, and he comes down, he does more. So here's what I want to see. I want to see the right personality, take him deep, and cartwheel around the bases.
That'd
right? That'd be fun.
That'd be fair.
Yeah.
That'd be fair.
But no, it doesn't. I mean, I'm not like mad at it. It's just
I was just curious because my first thought was I'm more of a play it the right way, act like you've been there, but it's, listen, the most exciting thing for me is he's threw the 8 fastest pitches any Mets pitcher's thrown all year.
I got to ask this for the rest of the league. I got a guy 31 that can throw 100. He's just now making his way there.
Yeah.
What are y'all doing? I got a lefty.
I suppose we're going to find out why it's taking him so long to get there at some point here in the journey, but maybe he can't throw strikes. Who knows? But anyway, we'll see. We'll see.
Is this a headline worth printing?
What do you got?
Aaron Donald watch predicting when former NFL star unretires.
That's
what?
I've heard that. So I've heard it like 5 times now. And
he is unretired. He's deciding if he wants to play or not. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the good news out of Los Angeles that he had a tryout for the Rams.
If I was Aaron
Is that what it is?
If I was Aaron Donald,
Trevor's trying out today in the mock draft. In other news.
If I was Aaron Donald, I'd wait till the bye week, like week 8, and come back for November, December.
Well,
they're a really good team. They don't need Aaron
that's
Donald.
not. Or maybe they put him on the pup for 6 weeks and
Or
pay him.
yeah, I'm just going to.
He probably wants to get paid.
Well,
yeah,
that's part
you
of
only
it.
play 8 games. You're only making 8 games worth of cash.
Well, he's going to make a ton of cash. He's made a ton of cash. He loves the game. I thought he retired too early anyway.
Is it? I guess as a free agent you could sign there anyway, but it seems kind of unfair to have like that in your back pocket and then like he comes back and he's yours.
Rams got a lot of good things going their way right now.
Oh, it feels like too many.
Yeah.
It feels like there's too much. There's too many Rams. That sounds like a team that loses round 1 at Chicago or something.
All right, well, let's grab a break. We're live at the Miller Electric Center. Maybe a little deer drill.
Okay.
We'll see when we come back.
ET might have the mailbag. He could open it up for us maybe.
Oh.
Or did you bring it? Is it under here?
Yeah, I've got it in here.
Oh, he's got the mailbag. Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's do some deer drill.
All right, we'll do that and more. Jags making their way onto the field, practicing, and then a mock game at 10 o'clock.
We will mock you.
Very good.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Now, another classic moment in Jags history.
Intercepted. It's Rasheed Mathis to win it for Jacksonville.
1010XL, home of the Jaguars.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more, or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Rock the Country, a festival for the people. Coming to the Florida Horse Park in Ocala, Florida, August 28th and 29th, 2026, with Brooks and Dunn, and Blake Shelton, John Party, plus Lauren Elena, Shenandoah, Mark Chestnut, and many more. Get your tickets now at rockthecountry.com.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyouBlow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Get geared up for your golf weekend with Dan, Jeff, and PGA Pros on Brunch with the Tour.
Expect anything different?
Tuesday morning at 8:30. Teed up by North Florida Medical Centers and Clearwater Irrigation on 1010XL.
Attention contractors. Stop wasting time dealing with permits yourself. Use PermitRockstar.com. Their permitting platform helps contractors cut permitting delays by up to 80%. Stop waiting and start building with PermitRockstar.com.
You know, it's funny. Most of us don't think about our water heater until it's too late. So here's a little bonus from our friends at Duck Duck Rooter. During August, when you schedule any plumbing service, they'll include a free water heater inspection while they're already at your home. No pressure, no gimmicks, just honest advice from a company that's built its reputation on doing things the right way. That's the Duck Duck standard. When you're stuck, call Duck Duck Rooter, 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about enjoying your life. So often we can go through life trying to make a living instead of making a life. Yes, it's good to be goal-oriented, but let me encourage you today that our days are numbered. We're not promised tomorrow, so go out and take time to be with your family. You'll always have your work, but you won't always have your family.
To hear more inspirational messages by Reverend Dr. Nicholas Lowe, please visit our website at stjohnthedivine.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
When you're hungry, go big, and more importantly, go to Dailies, where they got anything and everything to tantalize your taste buds and fill you up. At Dailies, our barbecue beef brisket sandwich is slow smoked to perfection, tender, juicy, and full of bold flavor. It's the kind of sandwich that truly satisfies. Try the barbecue brisket sandwich at Dailies. Meanwhile, some favorites never go out of style. The Duval sub at Dailies is stacked, loaded, and made with the bold flavor you want in every bite. Fresh ingredients, big taste. It's a local favorite. Grab the Duval sub today at Dailies. Or maybe you just want a delicious chicken sandwich. Some choices just work. The chicken sandwich at Dailies is crispy on the outside, it's juicy on the inside, and it is full of flavor. Perfect for lunch, perfect for dinner, perfect anytime hunger hits. So grab the chicken sandwich today at Dailies. Dailies is made fresh, it's made local, and Dailies is built for big appetites. I'll see you there today.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
You know what?
Hey, we got a couple tickets to give away right now.
Oh, Boot
Rock the Country, East.
That's right. I got a pair of tickets to Rock the Country in Ocala. It's going down August 28th and August 29th. Get your tickets now at rockthecountry.com. But you can hit me up right now. So what? Get you a pair of them tickets. Whoa!
Let's go.
Yeah, I could see you down there, shaboozied up. I can see it.
Hey, are you out and about next week?
What's next week?
Or is it the week after?
Oh, no. I think
It's this week. It's next week.
Yeah, this upcoming week.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you'll be out there spreading the brand and tickets, all kinds of good stuff.
Oh, wow. You're on the road.
You know,
chasing you down again?
Black Santa at it again, baby.
You can take the man out of coaching. You can't take coaching out of the man. I was
No.
wandering around here in the break, and I saw our good friend, Coach Gerald Ingram over there.
Yep.
Former coach.
Yep.
He's sitting at the table over there, Hick.
He's got notes.
He's got notes. He's taking notes.
He's a notes guy.
I told him. I said, you just can't stop coaching, Ken. He said, it's in my blood. It's in
Yeah,
my
I like
blood,
that.
Pross. That's what he said. It's in my blood.
I like that.
So, yeah, I mean, if you need any let me say this, too. This is the first year that we have been able to come down to camp, like, daily. So I'll speak to this. I will say this, because when you're not here at camp and you're just taking the eyewitness accounts of those that are, you wonder if there's ever anything lost in translation. But I would say this from this standpoint. Everything that I've seen down here seems to be what I see written later that day. There's not a whole lot of, mixed feelings on who's doing what and, success or not. So,
all right, time to reach into the mailbag
Sure.
and see what Jacksonville needs help on. That's
Yeah.
what we're here for, to make
Yeah.
Jacksonville a better place, to help you, the
Dear Drill.
Dugan. It's brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners. There's nobody better than Oceanside Cleaners, the major leagues of cleaning. Go see Michael P. Harris and his family. They've been doing this stuff for, 36, 37 years, long time. They'll show you around the place. They're expanding on the Southside Boulevard. They're terrific in Ponte Vedra, where the grand dame works, Michael's mom. The St. Augustine new location, free pickup and delivery from Oceanside Cleaners. They say if it's got fabric, they can clean it, and they mean it. They've proven it to me time and time again. Oceanside Cleaners, we just don't clean, we care.
Okay, advice is only as good as when you take it.
Yes.
So look, sometimes it's a bitter pill to swallow. Sometimes you got to look in the mirror. I'd like to get back to some more normalcy here with some of the questions. I mean, we got some stories out there now over the course of the summer. So
we do.
From the beaches to the
Summer
west
gets
side.
a little freaky.
Yeah, when you got a question, and again, sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but we're going to shoot straight with you. If you want to get on the right path, then you will take what we say right here and put it into your life.
Dear Drill, my husband and I have been living with my mom for a little more than a year. Our 4-year-old lives here also. Mom has guardianship of her because of our past. A month ago, my husband decided he was leaving. I didn't leave with him because of my daughter. Now he acts like everything that was wrong in our marriage is my fault. We're supposed to be working on our relationship. All he does is point out everything that's wrong with me. We've been together for 11 years. He says I don't put him first. I love him with all my heart. I don't know what to do. Maybe you could give me some advice, Drill.
Yeah, I would say this. He said what? He's done everything for in 11 years, or what was the exact term? Well, except this, honey. Except get you someplace you can live that's not your mom's house. So, yeah, you're saddled up with a deadbeat, and the two of you may have a little deadbeat in you. Just for the record. So, yeah, I mean, if it's been 11 years and he's moved out and he makes you feel nothing but terrible, why do you have to ask the question?
Little mama. Sounds like you need to drop that zero and get with a hero. Send all photos to DearDrill.com.
And any of you dudes out there that want to live at some girl's mom's house, then she's available for you. I mean, we got some dual accountability.
Oh, okay. Dear Drill, I've been with my boyfriend for 6 years. We're in our 40s, and we both work full time. For the past 6 months, he's had zero interest in showering daily. I see him do it on the weekend occasionally. He drives a truck. He's home each night. How does one even bring this matter up? Should I be concerned? Do I dare raise the subject? Maybe this shouldn't bother me, but it does. I don't want to embarrass him or hurt his feelings. Please, Drill, what do I do?
This is easy.
Easy
I mean, it's your
peasy.
husband, right? I mean, you guys, you can talk. I got news for you. If Mrs. P wasn't bathing, I'd be coming in full force. And by the way, if I'm not showering, I would expect her to do the same. This is not.
You're stinky.
No, you don't have to say you're stinky.
You smell bad.
Hey, man, I see that. Is everything okay? I see you're not showering every day. We need to shower every day, honey. So that's the new rule. And other than that, If other than that, things are fine. Here's what they like. The specialists, the professionals tell you that if you're doing something like that, it could be an indicator of some sort of mental illness or some other psychosis that's taken over you. I mean, depending on where you live.
Yes, sir.
You know, what's the max you can go that's okay without showering?
A day.
That's it? Even in
Yeah.
the winter time, or y'all ain't never gone more than a day without a shower?
Nah.
Maybe I have, but I don't think that's cool.
Well, you never know. Go 3-4 days and re-rack it all. I hope my man's at least changing undergarments.
What say you?
And don't be scared to tell. Get your dirty behind in that shower. Don't be scared. That's the
Dirty
problem.
behind in there.
If you're scared to tell them that, ain't no telling what. You got to address the problems. You got to take it by the horns. Address the problem. Don't be scared, little mama.
Yeah, I just,
maybe little mama should go in the shower with him.
Well, there you go. That might be a way to get him in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get that loofah.
There's the loofah. Him and Bill O'Reilly. Yeah, the loofah. Yeah, that should be. If you are married to someone and they ain't showering, that shouldn't be hard. You tell them.
Yeah. Hey, Bill, you smell.
I don't even know if you
Get
smell.
your ass in the shower.
Honey, I'm noticing you're not showering. Unacceptable.
What's the deal with that?
Get in the bathtub. I mean, that should be like a non-starter.
We got time for one more.
That should almost be in the bath. Do we need to put it in the vows? I promise to, love, honor, respect, and bathe.
See how all the people sort of congregate during Deer Drill? They like to listen.
Sure. Yeah.
Deer Drill. I'm in a relationship with my hot and cold fiance. I caught him cheating after we moved in together.
Cold.
That would be cold.
That'd be cold.
He had been courting someone at work. I eventually forgave him. That was 5 years ago. And that time since, he's changed completely. For the worse. He doesn't take me out. He shows me no affection. He rarely talks to me about anything except the bills. On top of that, we don't make sweet love anymore.
Oh, no.
Is it because he got caught or is he cheating again? Either way, it doesn't matter. I've started to cheat too. I don't care anymore. Should I kick him out and start over or give it another chance?
I mean, it sounds like you've already started over. She kind of dropped that one in at the end there, didn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, you had it all on your side, and then you throw in that last little swipe. Here is what I'll say, and I hope this doesn't hurt your feelings, but listening to that letter that you just wrote in, this may be hard to hear. That boy don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't like you. He doesn't like you. He doesn't like to talk to you. He doesn't like to hang out with you.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to kiss you. Yeah, he doesn't like to MSL with you. It is pretty clear from when he's been cheating on you since before you were together.
Yeah.
And yeah, now you have no emotional or physical relationship. Yeah, you're saddled up to a dude that just flat out doesn't like you. So, and by the way, you have you've thrown away any and all standards that you had when all this began. So yeah, it's probably time for you two to just kind of go in a different direction. That seems to be the overall. The overall advice today.
What say you?
Little mama.
Oh, little mama.
You lost them 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It was done a long time ago.
Yeah.
Now you're just wasting time. Look, know your worth, queen, but really, I don't know your worth, queen.
Well,
and by the way, you can come back from the infidelity.
Yeah.
But not when it's gotten worse. Like that should have been the crisis point. That's where the plot, The plot, that's my guy right there. There he goes. Yeah. It's a good Hawks fan right there. Hawks, Braves, all of them right there.
Yeah. Nixon 5, buddy.
He doesn't need
That's
that.
Deer Drill, brought to you by our friends at Oceanside Cleaners. And we'll take a break. We'll come back. We're surging towards the mock game at 10 o'clock. More next.
Did you say, by the way, before we go to break, that it should be about now that the Trevor interview that we had on the drill this
on the
morning
YouTube
is
channel,
on
if you wanna
the
watch
YouTube
it. Yeah.
channel. So
Yeah.
if you're ever going to turn away for just a brief moment, we'll allow that right now.
All right, my man.
It's a GFL Friday.
From the
SwissMenOnly.com studios.
Let's take a look inside 1010XL.
What's the Grand Tour? That would be terrific. That would be great.
We have the drill in the morning.
Very amusing.
Jaguars today from 10 to noon.
Good.
XL primetime noon to 2.
Yes.
Helmets and heels and the Franchi Show afternoons.
This is great.
Then Baloo and Hacker take you into the night.
All in one location.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Imagine this. You and your buddies outside enjoying the warm weather. The grill is fired up, steaks are sizzling, drinks in hand, and you're all hanging out around your brand new outdoor kitchen. CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can make it happen. From custom outdoor kitchens to fireplaces, fire pits, and more. They bring your backyard dreams to life. You dream it, they build it. Visit CSSFireplaces.com and make your backyard the place everyone wants to be this season.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I can tell you as Walk-Off Charities has grown, we now manage a large athletic facility with numerous fields, including the Bragan Baseball Complex. To get around, we needed a good, reliable golf cart. I went straight to Dynamic Drives and Design in Jack's Beach. I met with Travis, told him exactly what our needs were. Would you believe before you knew it, the perfect cart was delivered to us at an incredible price? If you need a golf cart, Travis and his team are the go-to. Learn more about them at dynamicdrivesdesign.com.
25 weeks comes down to this.
You ready?
3 wide under the lights. 0 margin for error. Everything on the line. Flirting with 200 miles per hour in the place where this journey began. Race 26, the final hunt for a spot in the chase. The Coke Zero Sugar 400 weekend at Daytona, August 28th through 29th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Hello, all you Jacksonville sports fans. Don here from Taco Lou. If you're in the mood for some great tacos, cold Dos Equis, maybe even a sip of some fine tequila, then the Lou is calling your name. Come out to Jack's Beach and experience what many have dubbed the #1 taco in the 904. There are plenty of great taco joints in town, and we're proud to have been around for this long, and we have only you, the fine people of Jacksonville, to thank for helping us grow and become who we are today. Cheers to you, Jacksonville, and thank you from the Lou crew. Taco Lou in Jacksonville Beach.
Hey, soccer fans, Sporting Jacks is giving away a new Honda Accord Saturday, 8:15. Sporting Jacks men take on Indy 11 at 7 on Hodges Field at UNF. Just be there. Someone will win a new car from Honda at the Avenues and Sporting Jacks. Visit sportingjacks.com today.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation? From a real person? Good luck. That is what's so nice about Mike Merritt's Heating and Air. Unlike publicly traded conglomerates with headquarters in faraway cities, Mike Merritt's Heating and Air remains family-owned and operated by Mike, your neighbor. Mike Merritt has delivered hometown service, integrity, and pricing for generations. The big guys incentivize their techs to sell you new equipment. Mike's team emphasizes repair first. We only sell you equipment if your current equipment is worn out and beyond repair. And let's be honest about price. Small operations without much overhead can sometimes lowball your job, but you can't trust just anyone with a truck. They may be here today and gone tomorrow. Mike Merritt has been keeping North Florida cool for more than 3 decades. That's experience and dedication you can count on. Call today or see us on the web.
Florida license number CAC 050384.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's Golden Moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, welcome back to the show. Golden moments throughout. Golden moments last night as football is back. Carolina taking on Arizona. I think Carolina got a late touchdown from Haynes King to win that game. I'm gonna talk a little bit about something, and I'm gonna say this in a positive way because by me bringing it up, it's a positive thing. And by the way, new broadcasters last night in some respects. E, did you see any of the ball last night? Did you watch Mike Tomlin?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did okay. He's good. He'll be good. He'll be very good. Tarico and Collinsworth, I'll give him credit. Last play of the game, So walk-off touchdown, man. It was like a damn Super Bowl. They got all pumped up and excited. It was cool. It's kind of a great moment in the moment, but it always demonstrates the uselessness of the preseason as well. And I did see Peter King earlier today talk about the absolute farce that the NFL is pulling by saying, well, we'll eliminate a preseason game for the 18th regular season game, which, again, there's no reason to have any preseason games. But that neither here nor there. I wanted to discuss this for just a second. A lot of folks are doing that ice bucket challenge
for ALS
in honor of Chris Johnson, CJ2K, which what a devastating, sad story that we saw. And in fact, in September, I'll be doing a CEO Soak charity raiser.
Oh, I
here
never
in
did.
town.
I got to still do that.
And that'll be mid-September, and we'll raise the money, and it's good, and it helps ALS. And you and I know, you've had family, I've had friends affected by it. It's an awful disease.
It's brutal. It's like one of the worst ways you could go.
So last night, the broadcast group, it was Maria Taylor, Tomlin, McCourty, and Jason Garrett.
Okay.
Those are your four.
All right.
And they got their CJ2K jerseys on. They're going to do it on live TV.
Dan once did lost a wheel spin and had to do the ice bucket.
I did it. And so I'm fine with that, and I think it's great. And so they brought attention to it, which is perfect.
Did they actually do it on?
But it was a lame-ass dunking by all the boys behind. I know Maria Taylor said, not the hair.
Oh.
I could tell they did it right on the back side.
No,
what is that, bro? If you're going to do it, you got to do it.
Yeah, the problem.
You got to pick it up and dump it. It was weak.
Here's the problem with that. You can't do that live. Because I get it if you're Maria Taylor.
Right.
You got to do the show all night.
The whole show.
The hair's important for the ladies.
Tape it.
I should have taped it. You should have taped the ice like early in the morning with your stuff on. And, to do it live on the air is dumb.
I mean, McCourty's fine. He's got no hair. Dump it right over him, but none of them did.
Why you could do it on me? I don't care how my hair looks. We're not. They do.
I know.
So, that probably should have been done. So you're telling me she did the ice bucket challenge, but they just poured it on her back?
All four of them did it. But none of them raised the bucket up over the head.
That's you know what? That's kind of weak. That's not the ice bucket challenge.
I mean, I'm saying this because we are talking about raising money for ALS, which is a great thing. So, but a little bit of a criticism there. You got to do it the right way. You can't just go half-A into it. If you're going to do it, then do it. If you decide to do it live, well, then there are the consequences. Have your lady there, makeup lady there, ready to fix that hair right back for you. Do that.
I don't know if you could fix it that quick.
I don't know either. But anyway, did you see it, E? You probably didn't see it then.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah. I thought it was lame.
I saw a couple weak ones. Yeah, like if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it, man.
You gotta do it.
Hey, I need some
It's
chunky
kind of like
ice
you with
in
the
there.
milk challenge.
See, here we go. Here we go.
Am I right?
Man, you just be ready for your wheel spin, buddy.
I know. It was lame. It was a lame milk challenge.
That truck was tough.
Yeah.
Just getting a text from my son. He was at the Braves game last night. In fact, I think he's sending me there up in the outfield where the home run went. It's amazing, bro. I don't care. If you're at a game, and everything's televised, and they hit something near, like when you were at the SEC and you showed up on the
Well, you get on TV. It's the greatest thrill ever.
They've gone to all this and circled. Like you got to zoom in and circle.
Yeah.
But they sat out in left field apparently in one of the home runs. So
Yeah.
they can see the two of them standing there.
Breaking this morning, Adam Schefter. Schefter?
Yeah, Schefter.
Schechter.
Yeah, Schefter.
Well, he's gray.
He is a gray. He's jaundice. I don't know if it's an illness or.
Bills reaching agreement with former Gator Osiris Torrance. 4 years, $78.4 million extension. $46 million guaranteed, seventh highest paid guard. Congratulations to Osiris Torrance.
You know what?
We should, as Tommy Mack said, and I agree, we should have drafted him.
And he did not get off to the most rousing of starts.
No.
His first year, he got bounced around a little bit. I think they took him out of the lineup, so he was a good player at Florida. It's probably one of Billy's best gets was Osiris Torrance.
All right. Well, there you have it.
He brought him, didn't he?
Yeah, he was from his school.
Yeah.
He was from his school. But, yeah, so anyway, football back. Carson Beck, again, shout out, played great football last night. And people say, well, who's he playing? I get it, but better to play great football against those guys than bad football. Don't get too carried away. We've seen so many, young quarterbacks dominating the preseason. But you know what? Jacoby Brissett, pretty good move getting that $15 million guaranteed.
We've also, and in fairness, we've also seen a young quarterback come in and dominate, and they believe it. Russell Wilson wasn't going to be the Seahawks quarterback when he went there as a rookie. So
I think the general consensus, if the Cardinals are as bad as they may be,
he'll play.
Sorry,
eventually.
JP, he'll play this year because you want to find out if he can be your guy, and he won't get a long leash because if they are 3-14 or 4-13, and we don't know, but they're in an awful tough division. But if they are that bad, then I think the idea would be, well, do we go down that route or do we?
I guess, there's part of you that says you definitely should or shouldn't. I guess part of it comes down to you get him, you draft him and you have as much knowledge as you can.
I think you make the decision if we get.
Let's see how good he is.
And when look, the Chicago Bears, Justin Fields 1 year, Caleb Williams the next. I mean, they said it. You know what? This guy's better than this guy. Let's take him.
I would think that the Cardinals, I would almost bet right now the Cardinals take a quarterback in the top 5.
Right.
I mean, and even if Carson Beck's successful, you might should.
I know. That's the thing.
Yeah. I will say this, to your point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's preseason opener. It's week 1. But, yeah, I'd rather be 15-19 for 188 and a score and 125 passer rating than just okay. Man, that food is driving me crazy, bro.
What food?
I smell it. It smells like it's almost like a food truck kind of off the griddle. Good. Man.
Tell Yoda to go get us some food then.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to tell Yoda to go do anything.
Why?
Well, I don't.
We have.
I don't know
Yoda
where it comes from.
In the pecking order,
staff.
Yoda's here, and we're here.
Well, I mean, we're 10 minutes away from being done.
I know how valuable you are, and I know that, it's important, but I feel like if I told you to go get me a burger, you would do it.
Well, yeah, if you told him to.
I'm not going to because I'm fine.
You're asking me to.
Huh?
I haven't.
You could tell our guy Kyle here.
I'm suddenly craving a sub. I'm going to be going to Daly's and getting one of those Duvals. That's happening for me on the way home. I'm going to get it heated. So that it melts in there perfect.
Yeah.
Lettuce and tomato gonna be I'm craving a sub. I don't eat a ton of bread anymore.
The clock is ticking. We
started
started at 90. We're down to 16, 15 until the mock game.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel for the fans.
Yeah.
They got here like 8 o'clock, probly thinking this thing was going to get going 8:30 or 9.
You got to do your homework. Well, you probably want a good seat though.
Well, and they have.
I get it.
And they have switched things around. They've adjusted the schedule a little bit, so you may have done your homework 3 or 4 days ago, and it switched just a little bit.
We brought in some bleachers for this game over there in the corner.
Oh, well, that means it's definitely a big deal.
That's a big deal.
You were talking about. I'll give you one more thing. I'll
Please
combine a couple
we'll
stories.
Go
here.
to break here. Make the turn for home.
We're talking about ALS and the
Yes.
Ice Bucket Challenge. One of Tony Khan's AEW wrestlers is dealing with ALS.
Oh, my goodness.
Tony did the Ice Bucket Challenge at practice a couple of days ago.
Very good.
For AEW. So
good for him.
That thing about ALS is so weird is how few people have it, and so they use that as an excuse for not. Here's the sad part about ALS. They say if they put the research into it, it's very curable. But not enough people are suffering for it to do all the research. But that's a bit of an asterisk. No, right now, and it seems hard to believe because you feel like you always know someone. But right now in the country, there's 1,100 people that have ALS. That's it.
I just find that hard to believe.
I know. Why?
My whole adult life, I've always had people I know who have
because they die quick, bro.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have time to build a. I'll see what the latest is, but at one point that's what it was. I mean, they don't know where it comes from. But it's definitely devastating.
100%.
All right, we are finishing up our week on
it's a way to lift up the people of
Duval.
Jacksonville.
Well, I'm just saying, a Duval deck presented by ProCraft Cabinetry. It's a GFL Friday on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care. Official dental partner of the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp.
Picking here, or maybe you should call me Dreamfinders Danny. Look what Dreamfinders is doing again, an amazing 4.99% fixed interest rate. Now's your chance to lock down the rate and get in the game. You heard me right, a 4.99 fixed interest rate on select move-in ready homes. Visit dreamfindershomes.com for sales event information and get in the game. Interest rate available on select move-in ready homes. Restrictions and limitations apply. Go to dreamfindershomes.com for more details.
Renovations are underway at the golf club at Southampton, but that doesn't mean you still can't come out and hone your game. The practice facility is open Tuesday through Sunday with a great membership offer to work on your game year-round. Log on to golfsouthampton.com or check out their Facebook page. Work on your tee game, iron play, shots around the green, and of course your putting. It's all there and a great way to stay fresh until they unveil fresh new greens in October. Check it all out at the golf club at Southampton. Call 287-PLAY.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Make your outdoor living space one you're proud of with Sutherland Lawn and Landscape. From landscape design and outdoor living spaces to turf, lighting, irrigation, pavers, and complete residential and commercial maintenance, Sutherland brings your vision to life with quality craftsmanship and a team you can trust. Sutherland Lawn and Landscape, transforming outdoor spaces, elevating everyday living. Visit SUTHERLIN lawn.com today.
23 years and still getting bigger. The Jacksonville Tattoo Convention is back August 21st through 23rd with hundreds of incredible tattoo artists tattooing all weekend long. Explore unique vendors and artisans. Check out Collector's Alley featuring Pokemon, trading cards, sports memorabilia, comics, toys, and more. It's family friendly, parking is free, and tickets are available at the door. Renaissance Resort at World Golf Village, one of Jacksonville's most unique weekends. Visit setattoo.com for more information.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, pal. Hey, Jason. I'm glad your technician could come look at my air conditioner on Monday. You guys were crazy busy.
Mondays are always crazy. What happened?
Oh, stupid AC started making a funny noise Friday night, so I had to put up with it all weekend before I could call you Monday morning.
Why didn't you call on Saturday or Sunday?
What? And leave a message for who knows when?
We answer the phone all weekend, and we can have a crew dispatched right away.
You can?
We have expert crews on call all weekend long. And if they're on call, they'd actually like to work.
You mean I could have called on Friday and had it fixed on Saturday?
Or called on Sunday and had it fixed on Sunday.
For the same price as always?
Same as Monday to Friday. We have the same world-class service at the same prices 7 days a week.
Really?
If you call on the weekend, your problem gets fixed on the weekend.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
The exact number, about 32,000 Americans currently with ALS.
We'll have more details on the CEO Soak Challenge. That's coming up in mid-September, so that'll be something that I'll do, and want to help out the ALS local chapter. And again, we've played in that golf tournament a few years, and I'll tell you this, on every hole there's a picture of somebody from Jacksonville who's been stricken with that. And the main thing to understand about that is that disease sucks.
Trust me.
It is god-awful, and because your brain works fine, but your body fails you, and it's just... It's not good. So anyway, God bless all who are involved, and I'm glad they did it. To get back to our original story, but yeah, you gotta do it the proper way.
Remind me, you hit me up for that. I forgot. It's gone way down my list on my email. I need to do that.
Yeah.
I thought, I never know sometimes when you get something like that that's soliciting something, if it's a what happened to Cam Young, you think? I mean, on a day where the PGA Tour just ripped up the Greensboro Open, I mean, everybody was 6, 7, 8, 9 under. Not everybody, but a lot of guys. And Cam was 1 over par yesterday. I'm trying to see if he's playing his way back into the to the cut line. You know who's playing good golf, too, by the way? We got two locals playing good golf right now. Billy's playing the best
Bud
golf.
Cauley's been playing well.
And Bud Cauley is the other one. But Billy has played better these last few weeks consistently. But Bud Cauley is on a heater.
Yeah.
Because he won, and you haven't noticed, but even the other events, he's been
makes
top
money.
10.
Yeah, he's had a good year.
Yeah, I wonder where he is on the list. And I can't even find, unless Cameron Young's just gone crazy today and I make a fool out of myself. He's 1,000 under, but no.
Maybe he hasn't teed off yet.
No, he teed off this morning because he played yesterday afternoon.
What did he shoot yesterday? One over?
He was over par on a day where everyone was under par.
Wonderful.
So, it looks like the projected cut of 2 under par, he won't be good on that. So, I just surprised him because he's played so well. He's the defending champ there. I mean, you weren't here on Tuesday, but Brunch with the Tour, it was like a no-brainer number one pick. And sadly, E.T., I don't know, did he fall out of the daggum tournament or not? They're not referencing him on my PGAtour.com. Let me go to the...
They're referencing him. You're just missing him.
Yeah, I guess so. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Although sometimes there'll be a guy missing by accident, but that's not. I'm not claiming that is the case. Let me see what I got here with old.
I see my guy Hideki-san's off to a good start today, so that pleases me.
Cam Young is. Well, he hadn't played yet today. I got bad info from that came from the Bitman, who, in case you don't know, has probably got
Why would you ever listen to anything the Bitman
That's
says
fair.
sports-wise?
That's fair.
Well, because it involves gambling. So
well,
in that respect,
again,
maybe
and it was only about can Cam Young come from 10 back to win. That was the framework of the conversation. So, to your point, yeah. All right, playing our play us out here, E.
Yeah.
The 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Tony in the house. Good morning, Tone.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing all right.
Good deal.
I've enjoyed sitting in the room here behind us for the last hour or so and listening to everyone come through and go, is this ever starting? Is there a practice today? What is happening with the schedule? It's
People don't know.
Nope, 10 o'clock. They're about to come on the field now to do whatever mock game thing they're doing this morning until about 11:30 is the way we understand it. So we'll see. It's, what they typically did in the stadium on that Friday night.
Yes.
They would do the mock game. They're just doing it here with whatever's going on in the building behind us. And so, we're getting ready for that scrimmage as much as it's going to be before they head to New Orleans next week.
What do you guys got cooking today on your Friday program?
We got Tom McManus, as we do each Friday, so we'll check in with him, who's been out here for camp every day, and get kind of his analysis of what's been going on with the team. Obviously, we'll look back at what the conversation you guys had with Trevor Lawrence this morning, 16 sitting down with you, so we'll react to a little bit of that. Got some other sound from, different one-on-ones from
Very good.
XL yesterday, so we'll be reacting to that, and obviously whatever's actually happening during the practice this morning as well.
All right, my man. Well, have a great show.
Thank you very much.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars today. Tommy Mack in the house as well. I believe our work is accomplished. It's been a grueling week, in all honesty. Grueling.
Yeah, it's been real grueling for you. I appreciate you putting in a day and leaving forever. But we were down here holding down the fort. It's been a good week. I feel like we've gotten some somewhat newsy information from some of our interview, subjects, right? I mean, I think we kind of got Parker saying, I don't care if it's 12 or 13, I'll be on the field, kind of intimating that he'll be a starter. We've had some others talk. I thought Trevor today was just kind of a meeting of the minds, nothing earth-shattering coming out of the interview, but fun to get his perspective now as they head into a season that's chock full of expectations. That'll do it for us from the Duval Deck, presented by ProCraft Cabinetry. Have an awesome weekend. We'll see you on Monday.
Time to swerve.
Just like the first